these trees. So,
they added to it.
I love that.
Yeah.
They went the next step. That's what it took.
And this one, they went all South Africa on us.
Ooh, sharp. Get some good houses in South Africa, though.
Yeah, they're just behind big ass walls.
Yeah, they really like keeping themselves separated.
Yeah.
Very
And then the regular people like me, we live in these things across the street.
Those called hovels.
It's a good
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say, once you go multi-room apartment, you never go back.
Yeah, we have 2 bedrooms with ours, and it's like, nah, we can't go back to single one. We gotta have an extra area to hang out in,
I tell you, that was my big leap when I went finally from a 2-bedroom. I was like, whoa.
I started at a 3 and actually downsized, but it's not too bad.
did?
The 3 we didn't have enough. We didn't fill it enough. We had a roommate, so it was like we had a huge living room that we totally utilized. We played like 8-man D&D parties and shit. So it was fun. But we didn't decorate or anything. We always had handy down couches. It was like a little bachelor pad. And then when we were expecting, we're like, well, now we just gotta find our own little home. And a 3-bedroom was like nice, but it was big. Like too much, and we didn't have enough shit to fill it. So we're like, well, why pay more if we can fill it a 2-bedroom real nicely? So it's been nice, and he has his own room, so pretty good.
And awesome. Your place is really nice.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Randall's been here.
Yep.
Thanks, dude. The only one who's
it's a lot nicer now, but yeah.
Here, there's more trees for you guys.
There we go. Oh yeah, foliage.
Oh my god, I see grass too.
Yeah,
how much water they have to spend to get that grass.
That's not Bill.
There's a lot around here. Produce.
That's solid, dude. You can eat that?
Yeah, you can eat them.
That's
I don't
awesome.
particularly like them, but all around our neighborhood, we've got avocados, we've got limes, we have lemons, we have the loquats, we have peaches.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, half the time before I go buy anything at the grocery store, like produce-wise, I'll like run down the street real quick. I'm like, maybe I don't have to go to the store to buy lemons.
Right, just hey,
fuck it.
It's all right.
Whenever you buy a case of Corona and then you just go pluck some limes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
avocado tree, and he keeps trying to hand them to me. I don't eat avocados, but the wife does, so I'm like, thanks, I'll take them.
That's always nice.
Those are spendy things. Oh, dude, Randall's at home, so that's good.
Yeah, good too.
Delicious.
What up, Chad?
You're gonna.
Hold on,
how does it feel being in the household with the champion?
It feels good. I get to sleep next to her every night and rub her feet and scratch her back, and I could be more appreciative of the things that I have the pleasure of doing for her. So
it's what was the couple? I think it's Rob and Amber. Is that right? Is that the couple? You're his queen. You're the queen.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Anyway, I got to go change into something a little bit more comfortable.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
Sounds good.
All right, so you're gonna just tell me what the thing is, because I'm probably not gonna get it since I'm getting nature's.
Oh, you want to know what it is?
Yeah. No,
DOMT. It's a DOMT.
Oh, DOMG. I'm supposed to know what that is.
DOMT.
I don't?
A DOMT. It's obviously an acronym.
I know, but I don't know what it is.
Imagine cards.
Pumped. I can't imagine it. I don't know.
No? Then that's going to be more the splendor.
Yeah, that actually makes this more fun. Since it's like something exciting, but I have no idea.
I mean, you could. There's a lot of items. I think there's enough to go around.
Oh, it's the deck. It's the deck. That took me a bit. That's awesome. My favorite part is if they're crazy and they...
Yeah.
Who would be crazy enough to just...
Let's see. That's the question, I guess, is who is that crazy?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not a crazy character anymore. I love being crazy characters. Do stupid things all the time. Next character will have to be a stupid character again. I mean, a crazy. I'm gonna be a smart one next time. I'm gonna be a wizard again. But
Nice. Your wizards are always great.
Yeah, I like the. Was it? I don't feel like it was Alistair's thing, but he really did stir up the pot a lot. So it's like gotta stir up the pot here, do some craziness.
Gotta throw in some new.
Hmm?
And I'm back.
Absolutely. He's back. The dog appreciates it. We all appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was a pleasurable view, you know.
Yeah. I took you guys basically on the walk too, you know.
Yeah. We all gotta go for it. It was nice.
Oh, is your dog like mine then? That like won't walk very far? Mine just does the block. And like,
No,
all right,
mine,
I'll back.
Mine will walk like as long as possible, but the problem is he's very reactionary, so we have to avoid people and dogs and all that. And our trainer for him wants us to keep him like on short walks and like not give him too much stimulation, but it doesn't seem to be working that well.
I mean, an attempt was made.
Yeah,
that's the important thing.
What is this? What happened?
Oh, just working on my dog.
Tell your story all over again from the beginning, please.
That's
Thanks.
what he called masturbating.
Yes.
Working on the dog.
You gotta pet it sometimes, you know.
Yeah, but not too much stimulation. I heard not too much stimulation.
Yeah,
overstimulation is not good.
You don't want to overstimulate your dog.
Please tell me we're live now already.
We've been, since you took us on the walk, actually.
Oh, so that was cool. That was all recorded too.
We got a little liveliness. All right. Whoa, what's up, Darko? Darko's looking dark today.
Oh, dude. Nice. Darko in the house.
Okay. Exciting.
And Darko was finishing up our last second scramble to try to get our salesperson going here on LinkedIn. You know, we're trying to sell something that is relevant June 1st, and we only just now got it blasted out. We're starting, so we'll see how month one goes. I don't think it's gonna sell a lot.
Blast it.
Get crazy, man. Keep it up.
I want to see it. You're gonna link us to all the goodness, right?
I can send you my terribly made website. Bear in mind, I made it. I made it, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So
yeah, we'll talk. I'm actually working on ours right now, so I can share some stuff.
Sure, I'll post it.
I program, but I don't make a lot of websites.
Yeah, that's.
I always recommend people use those template sites. Those are the best.
That's what I did. I used Wix, but like,
nice. Yeah, Wix is
I'm
good.
not like a UI guy, so like, but there, I just put it in the page there and see what I came up with. It is definitely more optimized for mobile than it is website, because I noticed all of our traffic was coming pretty much from
it's everyone on the bus, doing their research.
I hope not. Then we're marketing to the wrong people.
Okay, well, I was on the bus today and I was looking at it, so you got one. But
yeah, I'm trying to get stuff to work.
I don't know why my partner's link is now. Dude, this is the thing that's been frustrating the shit out of me. I don't know how you guys deal with this all the time in programming and in designing websites. Like, I swear the thing fucking breaks on me when I look away. Like, it's fine. And then I look away for a split second. Like, I publish it, I look away, and then something's broken on it again.
That's nice.
That's exactly what happens. Straight up, you're just like, well,
this is why I can't get the RPG going. I swear to God. I did one thing and now everything is stuck on that death timer and I can't fix it. I even got rid of it and it has a timer somehow. I don't even know how that happened, but here we are.
Can y'all motherfuckers hear me?
Yeah, we can. We're just ignoring you.
I'm quiet.
It's quiet.
Yeah. It sounds like you're like a DJ on there. You're like,
dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
Fuck, you know about that? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We've been to your preaches.
That's right.
So, I mean, it looks like you could have some strobe lights in the back, dude. Looking good. That light's good
Yeah,
too,
actually,
man.
you actually have a light on, which is a shocker. That's the
Yeah,
thing. We can
yeah.
see you.
Oh yeah,
See you,
because
dude?
You're wearing
he
blue,
got the
so it's
new
contrasting that a little.
he got the new webcam because we were gonna start doing
Webinars?
podcasts together. And my
What?
camera, if you remember last time, crapped out in the middle of us.
Oh, that's right.
playing.
Yeah, hasn't been
And
fixed.
so now he has a webcam and I don't. No, the thing's
Wow.
broken. I don't know what happened. So
Sucks to suck, dude.
Wait, Ian, are you using your computer cam? Because everything looks clean.
I know
dude.
you look really good
What?
too. Yeah,
Oh, I
you
look
look
good.
No,
I'm
dude.
perfect.
It
Don't
should be
move.
garbage.
Keep it like that. No, you're sharp
Dude,
right
and
now.
the audio and visual are connecting.
perfect
Like
right now, dude,
everything's
yeah.
fucking hitting,
That
dude.
doesn't make
Hey,
any
You are
it's a good day.
fire, bro. You are on fire, dude.
Ah,
Loving
crap.
it.
I'm Rice Krispies right here.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
up, Stan?
sir.
You came in at the perfect time. We're just evaluating everyone's performances. And you're late, so you get the last pick of the items. Sucks to suck.
That's fine.
Oh, man. So, real quick. Ponzi got bored at one point while the professor was going about handling the business ordeal of either finding a boat, finding a cart, or finding a way out of here. So he convinced the crew to ditch good old professor for, say, a 4.5 hour period. And we'll get to what the professor did during that time. But do give us a recap of what happened to the perspective of those who were involved in the despair pits. By the way, you guys have a T1 certificate. There are 3 tiers, but T1 lets you get to tier 2 and lets you get even better items and loot at the end. You did not make it to the final level, but you made it far enough to supply a certificate. You guys, I think, made it to the 7th round, which is pretty good. It's like you guys were struggling, and then at the end, you guys just started going on a wrecking ball path and just like walking through it. Yeah, like it was, yeah, someone was. Someone was neutralized, I think, for like 80% of the session. I don't know.
I got eaten twice. I'm not over that yet. I haven't processed it. I haven't met with my therapist in a while, and I think I'm gonna have to do that before I'm okay again.
But nonetheless, what would you guys be discussing as you're kind of scraping up your wounds? You're back in like this auditorium-like setting. There's a couple other teams that you guys heard or saw go before you or after you. And now there's these big bags and chests of loot being strung into this cave-like manner where you guys remember that there was this massive internal sea underground. And now there's this particular wheelbarrow just being whining its way toward you. And then a thud. You see a small little gnome release its hands and then poke its head over with its nose sticking over, just kind of like a hook it. This is for you. Congratulations. Your certificate's in sight. Don't lose it when you come back. And he just pulls off his nose and it's like boing. And he starts stomping his little hairy feety way back to go distribute more rewards. Before you all, you see a slew of goods, miscellaneous wrapped and or prepared, none of them active. There's little notes on each of them, allowing you to understand what each item is. Which one of you would like to do the honors of introducing your loot?
Did I miss us deciding what loot we got?
No,
Oh,
you
you're
guys have
all
no clue what you got. I
I'll
just
grab the
dropped it
first
on you
bag.
guys. Here, I'll just put it there in the thing, and you guys can script off of that. Look at that. I already chose Ponzi on accident. It's meant to be. So it's on Ponzi now. Ponzi, you see inside the wheelbarrow all of these items.
Ooh, this is sick.
As you guys are like, let's say you guys are wheelbarrowing the thing back to the canker as you guys are inventorying at the same time as Ponzi's going.
Yeah, that sounds okay.
You
Does
should
it-
all
I mean,
eat
I don't really-
Blueberry. Well,
Is there sending stones for everybody, or just
A team set.
a team set? Hey boys, look at these. These are gonna come in handy. Let me see. Let me show you. And I hand one to Shadow Striker, I guess. And I go, stand over there, buddy.
All right, I stand over there then.
I whisper as I go, hey, you're looking awfully handsome today, my friend. Look at you.
It's wonderful.
It's like a personal device right by your ear.
Sweet. It's sweeter than good berry. Very sweet.
You actually
hear
like
that and I go,
get a little nibble on your ear as you hold it close because you like really want to hear it, and it's like opening and closing its little mouth on it as it's like giving you a nibble. You kind of enjoy it, but you don't let them know that.
yeah, you gotta mute. You gotta remember to mute, buddy. Sorry.
It's very sensual. Keep talking to me, Stone.
Yeah.
I recognize his voice. Does it sound like a stone?
Oh, no, it's absolutely his voice. It's a perfect,
Oh, that's too bad.
perfect tune. It's not like a
I still
It
enjoy
doesn't
it.
have a filter.
Looks
Unless
like
you
a
install
bunch
one,
of
there
junk.
are filter mods you could find.
Darko says something, but it's a little quiet. What do you say?
Oh, I said, looks like a bunch of junk. So I'm just like picking things up and then like kind of just like haphazardly tossing them back in.
It
to the
seems like
wheelbarrow.
we only have a range. Wait, is anyone a druid or ranger?
Okay, so Darko, give me a sleight of hand.
But one of them is just for you then, because none of us can
Yeah,
use it.
basically. I was gonna take that one because I figure it's only for me.
Okay, let's see, Darko. You start fuddling. You see Darko's half like body tanked inside, just going through things, just scrimmaging like a little fat kid trying to find the best present. And he misses a couple items, doesn't quite reach them because his little nubby fingers just forget that one. And he goes to the next. As he muddles through them, he seems unimpressed.
This looks like junk.
Darko, give me an Arcana check. Yeah, you feel you feel like the wheelbarrow has more value than everything in it.
Yeah.
It is a
You
pretty
could
good
probably sell
wheelbarrow.
this for some scrap metal. Remember that stupid dragon thing that you guys were trying to sell? What about this?
It's like
I know
branded.
that your eyes are getting quite old, Dago, but yeah,
Look good to me.
that is a terrible, terrible wheelbarrow.
It's like squeaking creak, 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 as you go down the alleyway back to the canker. Professor,
Are we like
give me
hurrying?
a,
Are we like
perception
hurrying
check
off
advantage.
like we stole these things?
You tell
or-
me. I don't know. What's your travel pace?
I think
I
we're
feel
walking.
like, yeah, but I feel like we'd be walking hurriedly.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean it's not the safest town, so for sure, and your visitors out of the blue. Professor, I'd say, yeah. I mean, with the whine of the cart, you don't know, like it's like echoey, so they're really further than they are, but you just hear this annoying, constant.
What is this racket? I cannot dismantle.
And sometimes it like cuts off, like it's muted, like it's padded. But if you really concentrate, it's there. And then, like obviously, when they go through certain alleyways that have more openings and halls and paths toward the canker, you get more of a hearing of it. But as they get muffled and not from the surroundings,
Is it pretty consistent, like the sound?
Oh yeah.
Like, do
It's
you
like a
know?
bad
Do you remember like the Goofy movie where they like start the song where it's like the keys like go back
Okay.
and forth, and
Yeah,
then like
yeah,
the
okay.
car starts sputtering, and then
Yeah.
like I look for other like repetitive sounds that mesh with it, and then I start making like a song with it as we go.
As that happens, actually, just 1 second. As you start kind of bump into your own little goblin groove, you notice that the other 30 to 45 goblins up amongst the canker of their home start bumping around like it's Tarzan, and they're playing in the camp, and they're all just playing a different melody and really going with it. And then you hear like this ripping kind of like skidding DJ track out of nowhere. The lights turn on the stage, and you just like, hey everyone, and you realize it's Rolly Goblicon, the actual DJ of the Hollow, present in town, and he just starts dropping a jam on everyone. He's just like, I got that influence from down there, and he points down, and there's like a spotlight, boom, right over you, and you get a D20 inspiration die for being the on the spotlight goblin. You are the Goblin of the Week. What's your name?
It's Professor Schmeckle.
All right. And I don't have no idea why I'm doing an Australian thing when he sounds like a totally distant. Just ignore me because that's not how it really sounds. But he's a goblin, and he's like, awesome. Remember that name? And he's like, does like a little like DJ thing, and he throws it and he spins it and he keeps going with this beat that you kind of like self-created. As he kind of now you notice that there's like a little tingle on the back of your mind, and he's in your head, and he's like, I like those jams. And he's speaking to you telepathically. And he's like, sorry, I was just curious on your groove, like as he was watching your body language, and he just kind of unpermissionably tapped into your mind. And he keeps just jamming for a cool bit. The rest of you guys giving perception checks. Let's see if you notice an uproar at the kangaroo coming ahead.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, for sure. This shit is fucking loud. But you guys could miss. I mean, some of you guys are really bad.
Recovered? Like, I was in death saving throws.
Let's see. Roll a death saving throw. Let's see if they're dragging you or not. You could be in the wheelbarrow right now.
I've been shoving good berries in his mouth.
Yeah, that's true. We've been snacking.
That's true, but let's just see if he would have been in an optimal state. No, he's good.
Oh, he's good.
He's good. So in that state, you probably could still be chilling in the wheelbarrow, fucked up, but
Yeah, we'll say I am, but I'm like recovered to like 15 hit points, so like I'm like fucking delirious. Daco, guide me home.
Guide you home? You know how far we are from home right now, you stupid son of a bitch?
Ride me in this chariot.
No.
Yeah, it's a chariot.
Why are you of all people, you decide to ask me?
I'm just out of character. It's because he's fucking delirious right now.
Yeah, well, don't ask me. I don't care how delirious you are.
Do I hear the crowds with that?
Yeah, you guys all hear just like this. These like, just nothing but goblin roars and screams. It's like a mosh pit of them. They're just going hard. You see lights flare up, like spotlights come.
They cheer for my golden return.
Okay, I collect the goods out of the cart if I can. I think.
Yeah, I grab them all. I'm like,
yeah, you guys empty the wheelbarrow, aka chariot.
Yeah, it's the only one. I'm willing to argue with you guys about it if you want, but I think the Lantern of Revealing is the only one Ponzi would care about.
Take it away. I'm not gonna argue.
Okay. Look at this little lantern. It's you point at stuff, you see what you see. Good shit.
You can see in dark. I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
So you pocket that before you arrive.
Thing.
Well, I think as we're unloading the chariot.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you guys are pulling up and unloading as he's deliriously out of his mind, you guys are coming around the corner. Let me go ahead and swap to the king here. Sorry, 1 second.
Would I know the juice is a helpful thing? I'd give him the juice. Your juice.
I mean, yeah, all of these have tags on it if you wish to immediately expend upon them.
Did you all see? I was eaten twice. Twice.
You were very brave. Now eat this and drink the juice.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
What's it look like, the juice?
It's refreshment.
It's like a silvery ichor.
What does an ichor look like? I guess
like a molasses of translucency that has this weird. Imagine Hypnotic, that stupid liqueur, but more silvery and celestial in vibe. The bottle is actually quite ornate and looks very religious sounding. If you'd like to make a religious check.
I would not. I'm delirious at this point.
But
it does look like something that he would drink, so he does go ahead and grab it and drink it.
All right. You go about grabbing and drinking it and doing so.
I imagine he grabs it and he sits back down and like he's sprawled. His legs are out the front of the wheelbarrow and his head's like at the back. He looks like a drunkard laying there right now, and then he's just like sipping out of his drink.
Oh, you gotta put it in a paper bag. You're gonna get arrested.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, nothing. You got it.
I was just saying I speak Celestial, so like while you're drinking, I give you like a cheers to your health in Celestial.
Don't don't know what you mean, but cheers. If you did you like reach out your hand to like clink?
Yeah, I do. I'll do it with a good berry.
Oh God.
What language would Celestial be?
It would be as the term is celestial.
I don't know.
Like that, it's like godly. Like it's like that's the like it is. It is like kind of like demonic would be like a demon. Celestial is like I'm pretty sure celestial is the term. Let me check.
Yeah.
No, but I was just trying to like do an equivalent. Like, what might it sound like?
Well,
Oh,
would demonic
like-
be
like
like,
the
whoa,
context
all
of it.
dark? Would celestial be all musical and shit?
I would say it would sound more kind of hollow, like an echo. That's not protruded from itself. Kind of like a. This is not who I am in front of you, but it'd be coming from behind you.
Behind you. That's the cheers I give. Hey.
Hey.
So you kind of like, yeah, pretty much it'd be more of like a kind of like a burdening voice, kind of like, oh God, here comes a request, kind of thing. Like a perhaps a favor is in need.
Oh, well then in that case, like I take the bottle back and I just start chugging it.
All right.
I
If
think
you
I need to
empty
be
the
like
bottle,
drunk to hear it.
you could roll 3d6 plus 12.
Okay.
Laura, I see the champion. We had a fantasy survivor. She won. Yes, you drink the juice.
Hanzi and
That's it?
Shadow Striker, both of you guys roll sleight of hands for me. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad, dude. Like you rolled a 5 on.
Let's hope that bad rolls are.
Oh my
out
gosh, a
right
1,
off of
2,
that.
2. That is such a waste of it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's refillable, so don't throw it away.
Uh,
You would know that. Ooh, Shadow Striker. You are the one pertaining to the bag with the seal upon it. You see on it, the seal says, warning. Though who breaks, though who finds.
warning. Something breaks, something. I don't know. Who cares about this thing?
Is it like big?
It's big.
It's probably like yay size, like
Oh, like a small box. Yeah.
sure, like a small box. Though the weight seems to well, I mean, Shadow Striker would know that the weight seems to shift based on where he's holding the bag from. The seal seems loose enough to just remove, but magically sturdy enough to not fall off by accident. It's as if only purposeful intent would be the way to, reveal, I guess. But though binding.
All right. Thank you.
So you hold on to it?
In my pocket.
Okay. Otherwise, you all arrive and you see a goblin ghetto. That is what a goblin party is called. And such, there are, in your guys' eyes, at least 100 goblins there, because you don't know how to count goblins. I mean, Professor knows that there's absolutely 67 exact, but you guys think that there's at least 100 or more. It looks infested with goblins. And they all seem to be in a very festive mood as you hear some great DJ bumping tunes, and you hear a particular goblin up there like, yo, doing all these kind of like voice mods magically and whatnot, shooting off little fireworks of sorts from their spells. And then you see Professor jamming out. You've never seen this man as loose as he is. Give me a performance check at advantage, Professor.
Yep, 1 second. Okay.
Was Professor performing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not too shabby, not too shabby. He's doing the moo-moo dance, and he's just going at it, going at it, going at it. I need all of you guys witnessing this with your own eyes, the Professor becoming a goblin for the very first time before yourselves. Roll.
Feeling the moment.
Roll an insight check. No, not perform. What are you performing for, Shadow?
Good job. It looks
Roll an
good.
insight, Shadow.
Oh, insight. I was just trying to
As
see if I could
expected, they are
perceive.
naturally immune to you. Darko don't give a fuck. Cerverian don't give a fuck. Ponzi, you get a D20 inspiration. Shadow Striker, roll me a D100. You're on the cusp. You got to roll higher than a 61. It's like you're confused. You're confused. You're conflicted. But Ponzi and Professor, you guys have D20 inspirations you may use for anything at any time.
I turn myself into a goblin to dance along with.
Oh,
I
Ponzi,
see this
you see the 68th goblin arrive, Professor. And you've already introduced yourself to the others.
Ah, Ponzi.
Hey, my guy, good to see you.
Put on your party hat.
Nobody
Disgusting.
parties like the goblins, that's for sure.
So
I feel like Ponzi gets to have like the best life because he can just like change into whatever, join in, be like, I'm one of you now.
I don't know any of the secret. I just have to lie about knowing the secret codes for stuff, though.
Doing the
Yeah,
Macarena.
but you're so charismatic, you get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Shadow Striker, I don't know what you're trying to perform, but you're doing it really poorly.
Add Macarena.
Really
you
bad.
you
I
don't
was
know the
trying to
step.
join in on the dancing.
Yeah, no, you're dancing, but it's not the goblin. You're not doing the proper goblin
Goblin moves,
like
yeah.
Can I
jabs.
make
and
Look at
like-
the vibes here.
Can I make
Yeah.
a perception check to see if I see this awful
Sure.
performance?
Sure, see if you can call out this poor goblin performance.
Yeah.
So the vibe is like it's like this weird kind of like it's like the opposite of the floss move. It's like they do it over their back, like it's like scrubbing and scratching.
Too far deep into the.
And as they're doing it, they're not holding anything like a hammock of sorts. Instead, they're holding like their tools or what have you. And then every so often, they'll cling at something, kind of like they all hit a drum or some kind of most noisiest thing around them. They're actually destroying their surroundings more so than they are being cautious. And it's like a passive raging bull. You don't want to passively have to walk through because they're like in a hypnotized approach of enjoyment. Like this is the most peace of a goblin can have because this is the only time they actually lose their mind in a positive manner. Otherwise, it's almost berserk and crazy or some other fanatical way of blowing themselves up in some way or another.
DM, does it look like everybody, like all the goblins are having fun or?
Oh, yeah. Well, but you know what? If you want to like go across the board, go ahead and give me an insight check. Generally, the mood is very high. A drink appears magically right before you. And you see one of these magician old dudes with a big old beard from the bar, midway, just holding his hand out. Give you a head nod. And he looks back at Pep and they high five. And then you
I'm not
see...
a young man anymore. I can't dance with these. Well, just drink over here and watch that.
You got it. As such, Severian, you do notice that it's not a goblin, but it is a large cow-like individual. I say that in like more of a bison boar-like manner. They are the meta understanding of a furbolg, but you wouldn't know what that is.
Okay. One, I'm gonna be a
And
little
he's
happy that
heavily
there's some
armored
balance
and
to the party.
ordained, like exquisite material. Like this dude is clean as fuck and very well equipped. But go on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be a little happy that there is at least some balance to this party, but because the majority are happy and there's not an equal balance of like disappointed people sitting on the walls, he's gonna think that this party sucks. It's not in accordance to Joe Laverne. It's out of balance. And so he's gonna head over, and you said there's a bar over there.
Yeah, it's the one here to the right to the left. Like
To
this
the
this
left.
one.
This
Yeah,
way.
this is
Maybe
pavilion
I'm not
right
zoomed
here.
out enough.
Yeah, this one. Hold on, I'll just plop you in. And then I'll put a light on. I'll make that light bigger.
Okay. And where's the unhappy looking one? Is he out on the floor?
I can pull for you, I think, because I stuck them as monsters. That's how cruel of a person I am. God damn it, I didn't. Never mind, I got the wrong people in here. But you know what? Here's what you do see. You see them with company. I don't have their tokens, so we're just gonna put yeah, tough. I'm gonna just put this little floating hand to represent the furball because I don't have their token available. Oh, actually, I do. Just kidding. Hold on. I'll grab it. One second. Let me fix this. Okay, but you also see this. Give me a history check. You've never seen one in person, but you might have read one because you were privileged and had very nice books.
It's not my fault I was born into wealth, okay?
I didn't write the backstory, but sure.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry, what it was history check?
History, yeah.
Okay. I didn't read that well.
So this is the furball individual. You'd also see them in the light. Make the light brighter. Jeez, their setting is super low today.
Oh, holy shit, he's big.
No, it's just the picture's big. I just thought it's okay. But they are actually quite tall. They're like at least a cool 7.5 and very stout.
Okay.
Like a
yeah,
solid
I'm gonna try to like walk up to him. You know, I assume that takes my turn though, walking there. If other people wanna, I don't want to bogart everything.
For sure. You approach. Upon doing so, they examine you. We'll get to that. The rest of you, how do you enjoy the festivities, and how do you continue to go about your action?
Go ahead.
No, you dude. Go.
Okay. I mean, I was just gonna say I would be going around the party, maybe with the professor if he wants to come with me. But I'm gonna try to just goblin it up with the goblins and see if they know anything about the bank that I want to go to with Varian.
Okay.
Maybe some of them like have stuff there. Maybe they know someone who works there or something like that. But I'm just trying to whatever information I can get about the bank is what I would be doing.
I am equally going to be looking for a way off this fucking rock.
Buddy, I can teleport us. Whenever we want. Where do you want to go?
No, we're not doing that again. We're getting a boat and a crew.
Hey, that's fine. We'll teleport to a boat or whatever you want. I don't know, man. But yeah.
All right, both of you guys give me.
It might be.
Well, what do you intend? How are you intending to go about it,
I'm
Ponzi
schmoozing.
and Professor?
I'm like schmoozing around, talking to everybody.
Okay, so you're being social. Okay.
I'm going to be riding Ponzi's coattail on this.
Okay.
And then also be like,
I'm Professor. Remember, I'm the songmaker.
Okay.
This is I'm featured in this film. I'm featured
I'll
in
give
this song.
Ponzi an advantage. Persuasion.
Okay.
As Professor coattails you, and makes all the goblins feel better that he's not traveling alone. Okay. 1 second. Against the entire goblin populace.
Impressive.
They gave it a good effort. 2 of them crack. What question would you lead in as you go to scoop information so I know how they'd respond?
Sure. So I would be like,
Or not question, so to speak. What kind of friendly gesture would you do to lead into the benefit of the bright bank, which is the bank you'd be technically referring to as the goblin nature?
So I guess I'd be like wondering if the goblins, because it's like that's in like the inside part of town, right? If I'm remembering the map correctly.
It's actually the outside. So let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys. It's north of you.
Oh, okay.
So can you guys see all this?
Oh,
or is
yeah.
it blocked? Yeah. So you guys are here, right here, and it's just right up north.
Okay.
Right next door.
Right. I guess I would ask them. I'd be like, wondering. I try to, as nonchalantly as possible, learn about like who is in charge there, like who runs it, if there's anything that they like or dislike, anything they're known for specifically, and then if they've ever heard of anyone stealing something from the bank before and getting away with it.
Okay. Yes, I could tell you something. And one of the goblins come and like pull at you as more than you are, and they put out their hand because he raises his large ear and goes, "I remember a fee being mentioned." As his scrawny little hand comes out, requesting.
I pull out when he says that, I pull out one of my lesser valued stones.
So this is due for the first payment. If the information is good, you'll see some prettier things.
And I flash him some of the jewels I have in my bag of holding.
Well, I have now. A weight in my hand makes me feel more compelled.
Yeah, I gave him the one.
Oh, you gave. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I gave him like a moonstone or something.
Okay,
like
okay.
10 gold.
Okay.
And then I flashed him more if the information is good.
Well, I can, Kobe. Kobe is who runs Red Bank. He's nice goblin, smart goblin, honest goblin. You can find Kobe taking stroll nightly with little skag creature. And then you watch people who succeed in stealing from Red Bank. Yes?
Yeah, if that ever happens, seems like a tough place to crack into.
Yes. Two old employees, Marku and Dax. They successfully stole from Right Bank 2 gold. No one has ever escaped with any amount before, and they are the only alive to live and tell. And Ponzi, you would know that. I mean, it's true. No one's ever stepped in there with the intent to rob them and walk out alive.
Okay. I do know, though, this bank has some connections to my...
Yes, this bank is actually one of the 3 founding, like, world currencies, basically. This particular institution, the Bright Bank, is actually a label. It is actually known as the Azerian Vault.
Okay.
Had Henry been around, Henry would have been able to tell you about it. But it is a Ponzi. I guess you would have heard rumors of such, and you would have known, but you don't know. You've never seen it to believe it. But supposedly, this is the one. And the connection to your particular institution is that they are the ones that hire you guys the most. They are the ones that usually call favor of such charlatan-like manner, because they are very, very professional. These goblins are not bloodthirsty. They are merchants. These guys know coin. They understand money. It's weird because goblins are really fucking stupid across almost all of Leva, outside of people like the professor and Colvern, who had the discipline. Without discipline, without direction, almost every desert goblin is I want to kill when they're born. Anything for a goblin outside of there is rare because they're all descendants of such. So this is a unique matter because Bright Bank has been established for over 100 years. And what's even crazier is that they have been around for hundreds of years in every era that haven't even existed on timelines. But yet inside this building, if anyone were to get inside, would see the entire history carved within all kinds of minerals that were created to build into this. And supposedly at the core, there is a bridge. Where it goes, no one knows.
My last, I guess, out of character, or in a question to see if Ponzi would know this, is, if I'm remembering correctly, some of Varian's family's debts are owned by this bank, correct?
Correct. They actually own the entire estate. And the
Okay.
reason why is because beneath that estate is a particular vault that's used as a venture capitalist like fund for the third party that doesn't want to be listed on the public media.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Varian would know this and never told anyone, but you would know this through your guild.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm glad we learned about who's in charge. I'll probably want to talk to Varian about this then, but I guess I would thank the goblin for the information. Like, buddy, you did good. Thanks, my friend. Why don't we, when we toss him a couple extra.
He's like, I think that's it's a little. He drops the moonstone into his hand and slips into his pocket. Light. Now empty, presented before you, as if unpaid.
Let me see what I got that would be of value. I look at Ponzi.
Did you get what you needed?
And try to understand if it was of value or not.
Yeah. I go, yeah. I got even something better. I got a plan formulated, if you know what I mean. Couple of 1-2 ideas knocking around on the old noggin.
Darko.
Oh shit! A moonstone's actually 50 gold pieces.
Give me an insight check at advantage.
Jesus, overpaid.
Cash you handed over. Good information, I hope.
It's more than. We'll talk about it, boys.
Darko, you see something in the alley. It stands about 5'7" or so. The hood seems to be pointed as if it has very big ears or horn-like manner to it. As you follow down the coat seems to be over-elongated and not fitting appropriately. There's no vision of armatures, but you see something just under the hood that seems to swirl in the most mystical-like manner. And it allures to you. Darko. So we see each other again. Let's talk. You know exactly who that is. Go ahead and meet me in the other channel in just a second.
I pull out before you go. I pull out a bloodstone.
This, for the right buyer, can fetch much more than its current value.
Oh yes, the bloodstones. We goblins, we break it up and sniff that little vitality of whoever it's once held. He use it as a drug. He's too ecstatic.
Information.
The dude is ready. He's like, that's what's up.
Thanks for the heroin.
Yeah.
Basically.
Thanks for the crack.
I have no need for it. It doesn't help me any, but I have it.
All right. So,
We'll see you guys in a minute.
real quick, yeah, you guys go ahead and discuss the rest of the loot and figure out who's going to get what and share it with the professor, because you guys are actually going to be heard on the stream while I'm going to be talking to our good friend Marco here.
Gotcha.
Okay. You know that Shadow's very sad that nobody invited him to come with them. He's just sitting at the table alone in the bar.
Varian's in there.
I didn't honestly see what.
Varian, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm in the bar.
Yeah,
but like I'm not with you.
We were dancing with the gobos, and you were like, "I'm gonna go get a drink." And you just left.
I went to get a drink, and then you all left the bar, and I was like,
"Yeah,
oh no, they all hate me."
Yeah.
So he's just drinking his beer.
So,
was there any like good loot, or I didn't?
Yeah,
there is.
There's some, yeah.
I saw the one that could erase stone. That's why I put the. We could erase that history if we wanted to.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, Varian, and we can talk about this more in character, but normally Ponzi sells information to this bank, or Axe sells his like services. What I would like to do is I think if we can figure out a way to break in, we can sell the information on how to break in back to the bank in exchange for some of your family's debt.
Wouldn't we
I think
have to?
It would be too dangerous to actually break in, and they'll probably just kill us. But
well, how much is the history of these people worth?
Probably a lot.
And we have the ability to erase it. What if we had the ability to preserve it before we erased it?
Oh, sure.
And then
pull out some wax paper and charcoal and put a wax paper up, and
yeah,
you can
and then we have all of the history of the Hollow, and it's either chaos or it's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Am
the
I
problem
thinking
is-
too evil for a paladin though?
No. I think that's okay. Ponzi doesn't care about being evil. He doesn't want to have to deal with the bank dudes chasing us down all the time. If we like mess with them
Well,
too much.
I think this would make us like forever unwanted in Hollow. But I'm getting a sense that no one really wants to be in the Hollow. So like if
No
we
one
have
wants
to
to be in
burn a
the Hollow.
bridge, like we could do so by threatening the erasure.
Sure.
Right?
Well, this is just the history of the bank. I think. I don't know if it's the whole Hollow.
Oh well, then in that case, that's even better. Like the people will be behind us.
Sure.
In fact,
It's like the end of Fight Club. Where they
oh
blow
my
up the
God,
building.
we could build a you want to break into the bank? We could convince the people that we can erase their debts, like fucking Fight Club at the end, right?
Yeah. That's what
If they come in, the bank will, like lose all their transactional thing, and we can like hype them up. We could either double cross the people, which would be really fucking dangerous, and tell them how we were going to do it and prevent it from happening, or we could do it and use that distraction for like pilfering what we can from the bank.
So the only problem with that, I agree. The only problem is that the DM and Ponzi would know this, I guess, and you, I guess, Gary would know this too. But that the bank owns your estate and has like assets under the estate that they would probably like. That's they keep stuff. So
yeah, well, if they own my estate, but they have no record of owning my estate,
sure,
and I have the title, which I definitely would have it appointed to me under. Yeah, I'd be able to go back and be like, this is an act of war. You have no confirmation.
Sure. Okay. What do you guys think about that?
Professor just wants to fuck off this rock.
Sure.
I want to get Varian back to class, so he has to tell me that if you want me to go back, then you gotta help me go to this bank and erase whatever. And I'll be like, okay.
That would be the funniest way out of the debt, is just they have no more record of it.
Professor,
yeah, that's honestly not a bad move.
Professor can try to figure out how to make invisibility juice and give you all the ability to turn invisible.
That'd be pretty sick. I can turn people visible too, if it comes down
Well,
to
then,
it.
no need. Professor will do nothing.
Well, I only can do one at a time, I think, so it's more of like a backup.
If like
I have
somebody's
just a disappearance that'll last for like a few minutes for a group.
Dude, you could. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Couldn't Ponzi turn into a worker of the goblin place?
If we can
and,
if we can find the guy who runs it, I can see him. We could kidnap him, and I could turn
And then
myself
you
into
could-
him. And go
oh
in.
my
Didn't
God,
he tell
that would be
you?
fucking
Didn't the guy just tell you who he was?
Yeah, we can go
Or
find him.
something? Go
Yeah, I've never
find him.
seen him
He says
before,
but
he
he
goes
said
for
he
walks and stuff.
goes for walks and shit. So we can go look for him, just find him, and then you can turn into him.
Yeah.
Basically, get all the things you need because he runs the fucking thing.
Yeah,
Well,
we might have to
then
like jump in and like take keys or something from, or interrogate him or something like that. That's we can hammer those details out.
What I was thinking is we could kidnap him and tie him up and make him no longer think. Ponzi can become him, and then on the day that Ponzi goes in, we cause some kind of major distraction. So like there's a lot of shit going on, so then hopefully they don't question you a lot.
I could make a ton of explosives and blow up a ton of buildings and shit.
Wow, nice. We're gonna be terrorists, guys. This is sick.
Professor hates the hollow, so
yeah.
I'm good with exploding it.
Especially if they don't know it's Ponzi.
I don't dislike it, but I just want to get Varian out. So just going along with what my friends want.
I don't think Varian would be a fan of the Hollow and what's happening in and around since he's been here, so I don't think he would give a shit.
It's what I need to do to get you out of here, sir. Okay.
Yeah, Varian might think it's too dark of a place for there to be balance.
Yeah.
The only way to balance it is to light it up.
The only thing we gotta balance is Varian's checkbook. Am I right, guys?
Well, you know what? You know
Right.
what? Oh, you might think that because the cape has been massacred and basically leveled. So it's only fair. The only value in it is
Yeah,
having it
why
that way
would
because
the hollow be so much stronger now? We need to bring order and
order? Yeah, balance.
balance.
Yeah.
Totally
Yeah.
makes sense
Okay.
to me.
Take it out.
Take it out.
So
Take it out. Take
Where's
it
the
out.
items? What you got?
Okay, but what we
Yeah,
got to
look at
do
that.
is like slow play. Is Alex still in here?
no, he's not. But I think we can just be like, we have to talk about it in character in person still too. But
Yeah.
like, I think that's a solid strat though, to like go
Well,
find
if
this guy,
we-
maybe kidnap
yeah.
him. If he seems too tough, maybe we'll figure something else out. But I think the first plan is to like maybe kidnap him. I can turn into him. We can stake out the bank or something, and then cause a distraction while I'm in there as him, and I'll try to like
Just
erase
it.
the information about variants for sure. And then if I can do other stuff, that's great. But that's like my first priority probably.
I fear like what's gonna happen is we're gonna get you all the way in there, and we're gonna have the distraction going, and your character with his intellect is gonna roll low.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
he's
gonna be able to
gonna
find it or
miss the
something.
fucking.
So that's why we have to interrogate the guy first, if we can, because I don't have to guess. We'll just know.
Okay. Well, if we interrogate him though, Darko's probably gonna kill him.
That's whatever. I mean,
Well, it doesn't
Okay.
matter if he's dead, right?
yeah,
Well,
unless there's like a
fuck it,
weird
right?
magical failsafe or something that goes off. But I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, but like that's just a very real threat that we got to be aware of.
That's
I
true.
mean, it's semantics. Does it really matter?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But
Eh,
we'll find out.
All right. Well, small side item. I'm at the table drinking, and I pulled out that package he gave me, and I opened it up, and it's a deck of cards. Weird. I put it back.
Did you just get a deck of many things?
Many things.
Yeah, but I don't. Unless it says that it's a deck of many things, and what that is, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that you all have a wheelbarrow of shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
You could get the do you want the continual flame spell? You could use it like whatever it's called, like working and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, Darko.
Unless you
Sorry,
like,
you got like a
unless any
mad
of you
drop right now.
deliberately
Okay.
give me something, then I don't know that you have anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I would for sure hand you one of the bending stones.
He's been watching Star Wars.
Nice.
So there's lightsabers.
He actually has one. We just keep taking it away. He has two. All right. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of discussions and decisions. If nothing's decided yet, no worries. If it is decided, you can choose to tell me now or wait, or surprise me with it, depending how you go about it. Who has the bag, though? That's the only thing I care about.
Which bag?
Exactly. Perfect. Okay, so that means it belongs to Shadow Striker, to my understandings. As such, you guys...
Yeah, I have it. I have it. I opened it. It's a deck of cards, and it's in my pocket.
Okay. Shadow Striker opens a bag.
Does it say what it is? Because I figured it's just a deck of cards, and I have no
No,
idea.
yeah, I mean, yeah, no, you open it and you see, as you open it though, you feel this kind of attunement. This like you're like, well, this is my, like, imagine you're not crazy, but it's yours. So if someone were to try to approach and take them, you'd be very offensive about such. But otherwise, you're fine. Like, it's not like you're crazy about it, but you do have them and they belong to you. They look nice, but you haven't, like, you notice that, like,
Is it
you
possible
do
I would
understand.
accidentally open them and use them as cards, kind of like cards.
No, it's like the moment you open them, imagine it more of a non-cursive nature where you understand that pulling it is intent, and you must declare your intent, and you get that there is a plethora. I will allow you to give me your decision. What is your best check to decide how many cards are in there? I mean, it's not like super perfect, so like, I mean, it's a pretty clean deck because it hasn't been touched. But I'd allow you to kind of like eyeball it. I don't know what you decide on what you want to roll for that.
It's got 26 cards in it.
Dang, that means it's got some bad shit.
Yeah.
Real bad shit, dude.
26.
It's a pretty hefty deck. Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is hefty.
Some
Do I
garbage in
see?
there.
Do I see him pull the deck out? I'm jamming.
Give me a sleight of
Garbage
hand.
out.
Yeah.
Me slide a
Shadow
hand
Striker with
or-
advantage. No, that's Shadow Striker.
Oh,
Unless you opened it in private, you decide.
I just was at the table drinking my beer. And
Okay, so give me a
So I
sleight
did
of hand.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, at advantage.
at advantage.
Just
Yeah,
doing it
'cause that
out
could save
here.
you. No, go with
I
it.
don't even need it. I want it to be
Okay.
just like me
Okay.
stupidly opening it.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
then I
you just
first-
see
I'm
like
gonna
a deck
take
of
a
cards
look.
appear. Actually, when you open it, you see that it's a deck of cards, but it just plummets as a whole. It instead of falling apart, it plummets as a whole to the table before you, and you look at it stunned that it didn't fall apart.
Is it a perception?
Go for it. Yeah,
No, I don't see it.
you don't see shit.
Even though
Servarian,
you
give
couldn't
me a
go fast,
perception.
I'm still jamming.
Darko, you enter the
I-
bar, and you're
I
not
will roll
necessarily
super
paying
well.
attention to him, but you do arrive at the table, and you are
I was
focused
for
on your
sure
own
gonna pull a
well-being.
card though if I did see it.
Oh, nice.
Ponzi,
Yeah.
Servarian is oblivious to his own well-being. Ponzi's getting the rest of his information and slowly going to turn back around toward the tavern, I'd imagine. Shadow Striker, you continue. How do you go about it? Do you just pick it up and pocket it, or do you involve yourself with it?
At this point, I'm not playing cards. And I figure they're cards, so I put them back in my pocket.
You got it. You put them in your pocket. Understood.
We'll see when I dumbly pick them, not knowing that they're special cards.
Understood.
Who wants to play Texas Hold'em? And then I just.
Well, you have like half
You get
the
a
cards
card.
for it.
You get a
Everybody
card.
gets
You get
cards.
a card.
Play blackjack. That'll be the game. Everybody gets 2 cards.
Eventually, you guys see the mass of you all ending up back at the tavern as the festivities begin to come to a calm and relax. But during that time, good sir, where is your token though? I think it's somewhere. That's right here. No, that's dark. Oh, you're right there. I put you right. I just couldn't see. Sorry, Servarian.
Yep.
You actually would have been approaching this massive furbolg and this bird-like creature. It could be probably an owl in the most natural state of such. And you see it like hoot, hoot, as you approach, and more like you imagine it to be greetful, but it seems very like alert. And then you see the non-known to you furbolg going, "It's okay, friend. Speak your business as you approach."
As I approach, I'm all like fucked up, so like I don't know what that does, but
Do you need aid? He puts his hand down. They're pretty massive.
I'm fine. I just you caught my eye. With all the liveliness around here, you seem down. What seems to be the problem?
My friend, this tavern is constantly broken, and I mend it. Literally every second I am inside here. You see him literally mending a table that was broken in half. I have asked these pirates to discover who and what broke my tables. As I continue to mend this tavern into perfection, and the rowdiness of such keeps destroying it. It is parties like now, unpresented and unplanned, that these things keep happening. But otherwise, I am a very happy man, as I know that the future is bright.
Very.
He's actually referring to the table you guys already broke.
Oh God.
But Servarian's too fucked up to realize that.
Yeah.
You're too destroyed to understand.
Does
that
he
the
know
table
that
he's
I'm
currently
with
fixing.
them?
He actually doesn't. So the Hollow team rolled to figure it out, and they failed. All of them failed. So they're not here now, but they do have people looking for who busted the table. So there is a mini manhunt looking for who did it. Everyone who enters the tavern is interrogated at the moment. So but you guys are not quite at that time point yet. But that's what that is. Something they are curious, but they do know it was you guys. Yeah, they for sure know, but they don't know.
Okay. But I didn't know that the tables got broken.
No, I think who was it? Was it Professor? Who was it that broke the tables earlier? I know it was you guys.
I didn't do it. Definitely did not.
You guys were all in here when it happened, and I can't remember what we did. I'll have to look back at the sessions because it was so long ago. But it was you guys who broke the table, and that's that for sure. There was somebody's fault, and I'm sure once I find it, you guys will be like, "Oh, that's right." But nonetheless, it could have been an NPC that was with you guys, but what have you. It was during your guys' session. But you hear that basically overall he seems bright, and then Owl is just like, woot, woot. What do you look
Holy
down
shit, the
for?
owl talks.
It does.
Has Varian ever heard a talking owl?
No.
Okay.
You think this is more druid in nature, probably.
Okay. Are you a druid?
Woot. Woot.
Is your
I am
partner a
an
druid?
owl. He puts out his wings. And he like kind of hovers for a bit. And then he lands again. I am an owl can hoot hoot. Bird can like those eagle cocras. He purposefully mispronounces what they are. But you've heard of otter cocras, which are more eagle-like in nature and humanoid, though you've never met them either, and heard that they are quite capable of communions.
Other than the owlkin being interesting, I don't know that Varian is much interested in talking anymore. Like,
before you leave,
well, I'm not going to just like rudely walk off, but like I'm just giving you like feedback on where I feel like he would be. Like
less intrigued.
Disappointed.
Give me a
is very
insight
mundane.
check as the firbolg speaks out to you. Friend, perhaps let me help you, make you feel better. You understand that he is telling you the truth. Whether or not you accept it is up to you.
Go on.
He puts his hands on you, and you just feel this impulse. You heal 45 points of HP.
Holy fuck! Hell yeah!
And he goes, do you feel less cranky, friend?
I've never not been cranky, but I do feel better.
Perhaps you can tell me who broke this table. Have you been here recently?
I wish I could. In my recent state, I haven't been noticing much.
Understood, friend.
If I see anyone, I'll be sure. I'll be sure to tell them. By the by, I see my friend over there, and he's gonna head over.
The Owlkin goes hoot. Rude.
And you too, Owlkin. He doesn't know what else to say. Like, it was an odd interaction. Not what I thought I was going to go into.
Professor, you, I believe, were with Ponzi. If you guys both wish to arrive at the tavern, Darko, you too would at this point co-join here. Professor, go ahead and give me a general charisma check. Let me see. Actually, do you have a stat better that is charisma based?
No.
Okay, then charisma.
I guess. No, you're just charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've gotten some really high quotes on some vessels and some wheels, and you're thinking that you might have to steal something more than it is you can purchase something. Not that you can't purchase it, but
what was the
you're like,
lowest? What was the lowest of the high quotes?
The lowest of the high quotes was looking at about 75K.
Jesus.
And you're not getting a dinghy, you're getting a boat, but you also are getting a boat that you'd have to man, which would cost you, you did the math, and I mean, you could afford it. You absolutely could, but for a year at most. And that's assuming things don't go wrong very fast.
It's a little steep.
And that's on the sea.
Goblin
If you want to move
salary.
on land, you guys can absolutely get an exchange for a quick, easy cart wagon. That's like maybe 3,000 gold. You can absolutely afford it on the low. However, you have heard that there's a massive bridge that breaks across, and or a small island that you have to pass to go about the land passage. And the bridge is called the Dragon's Brood because it is guarded by shadow dragons, and it is very rare when those who pass it pass through on the top unless they hire enough well-armed men, and most of them usually die in the process, but some try. Otherwise, they usually go down across the southern campus, is what they call it. It's more of a wetlands castle, but they usually require a large tith. So at times, one can run them out or force them to kneel to grant such passage, but usually you must have enough hired help to do so.
I'm gonna.
The vessel's the best route, but the most riskiest because none of you guys are vessel capable. And
No, I would
hiring
hire
a crew is not complicated, but hiring the crew would mean that it's more out of your guys' capabilities, more so out of, you guys are only great in combat, and then travel is more risky if you guys roll bad on potential encounters and what have you. But you guys could do it, which would be awesome and fun.
I think-
but as
I think,
professor, that is a high risk
yeah,
reward.
I think the plan is to, in the cell of the dragon, is to try to keep as much, but use a portion of that to leverage a boat and crew.
Holy shit! You just got way louder.
Did I? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's kind of
No, I
it's
think
like good. It's like
yeah.
something was blocking it.
Oh,
Some
because I
people are-
moved it because this was down here and I
Oh,
moved it
got
up
it.
here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All good. So, absolutely. As such, we'll say in that time, outside of the quotes, that you found somebody willing to buy 3 of the 11 bones for 36K at the moment.
I guess to me that's I need to. I'll hold out. I'll tell him.
Okay.
I'll
an
tell
offer.
that
It's
person.
on the
I'll
table.
tell that
Okay, it's on
person.
the
I'll tell
table.
that person that, I'll get back to them in the next 24 to 36 hours.
I mean, expectantly so, for sure, as these changes go. Meanwhile, you guys come as a group. What do you discuss as you are all now back together? Festivities are still had, but more in a calm-like nature, as a lot of you are now no longer dancing, I guess, or going about your businesses. Bring together your loots and goods.
I mentioned to Ponzi and Varian the current offer that stands and how much of the dragon we have available, and how much that would net us, and if we could get it all sold, right? I would assume that would be a total of 100 and, if my math serves me, it'd be like 140 something, 150,000 in gold.
On a high note, yeah. I mean, on a low, I'll say the lowest you can make is 112.
Okay. Well,
at that current valuation of the 3 for 36, that to me sounds like it's on the medium side, right? Like if I'm thinking about the bell curves, it's an okay price.
Shadow Striker, give me a wisdom saving throw. Curious.
So I have money. I understand money. It's important. It is not everything, my.
You do.
Yes. Agreed.
You do want
It is
to.
way to reach goals. It's not goal itself.
Shadow Striker, not to your party, but you would pretend. Now all of a sudden you went all blurry and shitty, by the way, on your camera. It's okay. We left pixelated you too. But you went out for a
at the
cool
same
while.
time as my voice now.
You're still, I think, in
No, it's
yeah. It's just
It's off.
fuzzy. Oh, is it off? I don't know. Anyways,
it's off.
nonetheless, you definitely. I was trying to figure out how to say it. You wanted appraised, but not by your party.
But so I'm looking around then.
Yeah.
The thing I would look for is people hitting their hands in their pockets or trading objects towards each other. That's what I'd be looking for. Look for some sneak.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an. What are you better at? Insight or perception?
Perception.
Go ahead and do perception. The rest of you guys. What is the conversation at the table? You see drinks. Pep comes up and is like, "Hey guys, man, you just missed the other group. You know, the proprietors of the main joint. But some of them, like, they brought this crazy chest and they jumped into it and they took the shadow. Oh, you guys don't know any of that stuff. Oh man, we got like a whole gang thing going on here. We actually own like so much pride.
Is he
Oof,
just
man.
rambling on?
Oh yeah, he does.
Do
Yeah, he
that.
just is over. He's like pouring out like a volcano.
Take a breath and just hold on.
Oh, man.
Okay,
wow.
now hold it. Hold it.
Oh,
Count to 3. Breathe out.
wow. Yeah, you didn't give me instruction after that, so I wasn't quite sure if I was supposed to do something or just count and then stop it. Thank God you said breathe out.
I hope that helped.
I hope you're not an instructional coach. That was harder than it looked. Wow, that was like harder than Simon says. Because Simon even says things pretty simply. I usually understand Simon. Like, you're going with Simon. Enjoy the drinks, guys, on the house. And he like walks off. It's like trying to catch his breath.
Varian looks around. Can you believe him?
Yeah. We'll leave a tip or something. I don't know. He goes. He would start talking like about the bartender, but then he would into everybody's mind with his telepathy. He would start with Varian, but he would do it he would let everybody know eventually. He'd go,
okay.
Boys, we gotta find a place to talk in private. I've got a bit of a plan cooking up, especially for you, sir. I think we can maybe do something about your debt to this here bank.
My mental reply would not. I know he's not necessarily talking directly to me, but I would reply with,
I hope the plan is to get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
so long as the plan gets us out, but in my part, I do need to hear your connection at the bank. You
guys feel like all the lights go down and only your candles lit, focused on the plan.
We're like in a noir.
Yeah.
It's like I'm activating that ability right now.
So Ponzi goes, well, I picked up a bit of information out there with the professor. You see, we learned who runs the bank, and we know they go for walks at night. Now, what I'm proposing, we also learned that they keep their histories written on the walls. What I'm thinking is, we find this guy, try to kidnap him. I can copy him to look like him. We can interrogate him or something. I don't know. We'll hash that out. But that way I can sneak into the bank while you guys cause a distraction. I'll try to erase the history of Varian's deaths. And maybe, I don't know, find some other stuff that's interesting. But that's the main goal. Easy in, out. No fuss. No muss.
And we're confident we can Terry him. We'll call it Terry. That's a little more friendly for Joe Laverne. Let's not use the K word.
Kidnap. You're right, sir. We're simply providing him an experience.
Inconveniencing him.
Yeah.
Are we killing him after you?
Whoa. Not another K word.
Anything could happen. Who knows? We don't know.
No, I did not say.
People die all the time. Who knows?
Well, that is true.
Professor could put him to sleep forever.
Well, we should probably talk to him first. No matter what happens, anyway. He might have important information about the bank.
And you don't think he's just, well, of course not. Anyway, when does he do his walk?
It's every night. He walks with, what's the thing that the guy said that he walks with? I don't remember what it was, but he goes for a walk.
Oh yeah, his skag.
Skag, okay. we'll just wait for him in the outside of his work when he goes for his walk. Maybe we don't get him the first night. We follow him around for a little bit, see what's
Get out multiple days. Okay, we got a stakeout going on.
No.
That doesn't have to be. Maybe we do it.
No, first night. We'll do it the first night because we want to get out of here.
All right.
Well, I do think that we might be a little too hasty if we just grab him off the bat.
We gotta sell those
we need to find the right place.
We gotta sell those bones.
36 hours. 48 hours.
Give me a
how long
Ponzi
until
and
you can
Professor,
move the bones?
Give me a real quick. Ponzi and Professor, give me a Ponzi. What are you best at? Like for your communicative skills?
Persuasion or deception, either one they're the same. So.
Okay, whichever you wish, and whatever flavor you add to it, with advantage if Professor supports you.
Okay.
What is he saying? And
I don't know. That's why I'm asking him for.
Oh yeah. Oh, to try to. So I'll say, yeah. We'll wait. We can wait. Let's say 36 hours. That's fine. That gives us tonight.
But no, what I mean is like, sorry. What? Okay, go ahead. Continue with that. After you're done explaining the general plan, I mean, I'm rolling another check for what connections you guys might have pulled during the time.
Got you.
Yeah, as you guys obviously put out a shit ton of fillers, so
yeah.
I'm gonna try to bring in some connections based off of what you roll. But go ahead.
Okay, cool. So I'll do it at advantage. If you would have been helping me, Professor, then it would be at advantage.
Yep. Okay. Yes,
Remember,
I would have been helping
25.
you. We were basically looking for people to move stuff, people to get a boat, people to get information on the guy that is.
Yeah, anyone who might work there, or any connections and stuff like that. So.
All right, 1 second. I am importing Bright Bank data as we speak.
Cool.
Food and drink. Shadow Striker, you're muted. I can't hear you. I see you moving your mouth though.
Yeah, you are muted too. But it doesn't even say you're muted. I just don't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
It does not say you're muted. Correct.
Still can't hear you.
Yeah. Darko, Severian, can anyone hear him?
I cannot.
No.
Yeah, crystal clear. No, I'm kidding. I can't hear him.
No.
I think he said.
Don't even
I
joke
will
like
follow Cerverian. The Cerverian needs to go home.
Yeah, so any...
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess Ponzi would look around and go, so as he lays out the plan and as we figure out the other specific details that we learn.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got any objections? You got any other suggestions? How you think this should go down? Make hay while the sun shines. Deal while you're in the hollow.
The professor will continue to look to move the merchandise.
I think that is a fine plan. And Professor, though, it does occur to me. We may not get all the information that we need. But Ponzi, you are the greatest employee. He reaches over and pats him on the shoulder. You're the greatest employee. And you have clever ideas. And oftentimes you are quick on your feet. But I have seen you at times. Is flounder too strong of a word? I'll float that out there. Professor, what do you think? Is that too strong?
No.
Flounder under pressure at times. And my problem with that is if you do not know everything that banker knows and you're under pressure, it is possible that the whole what's the word? Ruse? The ruse, I believe it is, would be up. The jig, if you will. Do we not need a little bit more? Maybe some kind of distraction, maybe.
I agree.
Just as a lubricant.
Yes. Perfect. I'm great at lying, and there's no better time to lie than during a disaster, because people just want to hear anything. They don't care if it's true. So
That sounds like a plan. And I can't think, Professor. I do know we need to move the bones, but it sounds like you have bias, so we could arrange
Professor
it.
has one bar. He needs at least 5 to create a bidding war.
How long would it take for 5? How long did it take you to get 1?
36 hours.
36 hours.
In that time, what would you guys do to utilize the best of it? Or did you guys want to just burn through?
We're hashing it out.
yeah, we're gonna
Right
hash it
now.
out. Ponzo, yeah, Ponzo will probably
Because
keep asking.
I
more.
believe we need something very distracting while Ponzi's in there. The banks are typically very thick-walled and they're very well protected. So something to distract in there has to be momentous. Would you agree?
Yeah, Ponzi
Finally
nods.
following along now. Oh yes. Momentous.
So I believe that we're tasked with causing a massive distraction, and I don't know, Professor. You are good with concocting things. Is there anything that you might do that could cause a momentous distraction during that time?
Professor can make bombs. But Professor need material.
Well, we have 36 hours to find material. How long would it take? And after all, I mean, it does seem a pity that while Cape Crowl is destroyed, this is untouched. It does seem out of balance.
Exactly. It's the Lord's work we're doing here, boys. Never forget that.
Professor just want to get out of here. If this helps him get out of here, Professor's on board.
He gives his big thumbs up.
Would you like to destroy some of the town on the way out? Would it make you feel better?
Yeah, fuck the hollow.
If we could get you the materials, would you have enough time for bombs and for procuring more sellers?
I mean, Professor can only do but wait, and while he waits for people to come, they build bombs.
This sounds like we have the next part of the plan.
And boys,
on the day that we are infiltrating Ponzi, I think.
You're infiltrating Ponzi? That sounds what kind of employer relationship you guys got going on?
It's purely transactional. We don't gotta talk about it.
It does sound transactional. Who's paying who for this one?
We have a non-disclosure agreement. We cannot talk about the particularities.
It sounds like it should be non-disclosed. I don't want to hear about
it. Yeah, we can hear you now, by the way, man. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
can.
cool. Yeah.
If we weren't ignoring.
How are we planning on getting out of here after this is done? I assume we're going to want to dip out as fast as possible. Do you want me to teleport us again, or are we going to try to find
assume the teleport.
I think teleporting is a last resort. We should have procured a ship.
Okay. So we need to get a ship then, too, while this is going.
Yeah.
Ships are expensive, are they not?
They are. I will look to find a ship.
You can afford it. The most affordable ship would be, at this rate, you are now sitting around, I'd say, 68K.
Yeah, I'll look for a ship. I have to sell precious stones.
well,
If I have to sell my precious stones to get there too, I'll do it.
Okay.
Sure. Well,
take on
with
different
you,
tests. One of us follow.
yeah.
this
Why don't?
Yeah, Shadow Striker, probably you. You're the sneakiest.
Okay, I will take on this. What does he look like?
We don't know. We do. Well, we know who he is, and we know that he has the scrag that walks with him.
No,
That is an improper term.
It would be a goblin in most likeliness, assumably.
Yeah,
I will
a
go to
goblin
bank
will.
and just follow good-looking person who walks out.
Well, what's the
We'll
scrag?
probably win.
Would I mean? I assume Ponzi would know. Maybe not.
The skag.
Yeah,
Just
skag.
cat.
The skag is like it's like a flattened toad. Imagine you got like a toad, you dropped it on a flat iron, and then as you picked it up, it still had like a 3-dimensional sense to it that was less than a 1/4 inch thick. And it has this unique feature to it that its weight density is heightened. So it is so heavy yet so mobile as a frog that if it were to dive into something, it would hit like a ton of bricks.
Okay.
And it's about the size of like a 4.5-foot diameter toad.
All right, I will look for your 2-dimensional frog.
So good.
Sounds great.
Okay. Ponzi, I guess where this is going, he would turn himself to look like different people he's seen on the street and just go into the bank a couple different times to try to scope it out a little. But just like the public areas, nothing more.
Okay, the public areas are really fucking basic. Nothing fancy whatsoever. It's actually really nice. Imagine kind of like 4 to 5 lanes, and what I mean by lanes, I mean like literally there's lanes. It's not a line. It's like a full-on lane where you can go and sit in like this cubicle like moving structure that will just move you further in line, where you can sit comfortably. There's a desk there where you can work on your deposits, your finances. You could even charge things with a unique electric volt setting. And this is something new, as you see a little bit of steam rising from the side of it, and it is steam powered packs that obviously seem to be more battery in sense operation.
Okay. And does it seem like all the employees here are goblins?
Not necessarily so. However, they all seem to have this unique attitude about them. It's very uniform.
Sure.
And I wouldn't go as far as to say that they're it's not magical, it's not an enchantment, it's not like it's very clear that it's a discipline. Gotcha. So you got like a couple lizard, like you get like a lot of outcasts. You notice that it's like people that are like, maybe disfigured. They've been like, they would probably look like a thief one time or another. It actually looks like a entire like, assembly line of maybe a couple good folks and then a bunch of assholes. And they all just know that this is the job. You come here, you do it, you get it done. Like that's how it's ran. And you've never been in here, and for you're like, well, that's kind of like fuck. Like you get why nobody fucks with this place.
Yeah.
Just off of that military discipline of just the tellers alone. It's not even hostile either. They're very friendly, they're kind, but they're just like boom, 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 boom. This is the business. Like, there's no one begging or crying for loan. Like you come here because you're doing business. Gotcha. That's it. If you owe, don't fucking come. You know what I mean? Like, just don't come back, unless you can pay, don't ever return kind of thing.
Okay. Well, we can do, that's just what he would be doing everyone else is working on their own stuff. That's really all he can do, I think. Stuff they do.
In that time, go ahead and, Professor, go ahead. Who's shopping with you? I guess would be the good question.
Well, I need to procure some bomb making materials.
So who would you have going about? Like, would you have anyone accompanying you, or would it be more so?
Yeah, Shadow Striker.
Oh, I thought I was watching for the toad.
Oh, you're watching for the toad. Never mind.
I'm
Darko.
Top overlooking the bank.
Okay, you know what bomb making materials look like, right? Let's go.
Sure. Yeah, because Darko's been kind of obsessively toying with his new toy, so he knows he needs to kind of break that and go. So he'll actually follow along.
Okay. You got it. So Darko and Professor, as you guys are going about and deciding what it is you wish to do, what is outside of the materials, which I get it, you want to make bombs, I'm going to give you whatever the fuck you need, so you don't have to be super specific on that, but what are you guys discussing and dipping into along the way?
Hey, Darko, you have seemed pretty distracted as of late. You've been talking to somebody, too.
I'm always
you okay?
Yeah, couldn't be better. You know, seeing old friends, meeting new ones. It's how life
Yeah.
is.
You know, that one time back in the shroom cave, you got hit pretty hard. What happened?
Well, I don't know. I just kind of, passed out and went all went black for a little while, and then I woke back up, and that was it.
Hmm. Interesting. Hey, do you want to help me with my studies? I still have some of the shroom spores and a shroom that I planted.
No, I'm okay. I don't need no mushrooms. Just got my mind, sharp as a tack.
Oh, good. Well, if you ever want to help, I know underworld dwelling people love your shrooms.
Trying to deal shrooms to the dwarves?
No, I don't do shrooms. That's undisciplined goblins. They'll eat anything. For the drug.
So, what are we looking for again?
Oh, yeah, we're looking for, some materials to, make things go boom.
Okay, so we're gonna need some help for the fuses.
Yep.
Go ahead and both of you guys give
Natural
me,
glycerin. Everybody has natural glycerin, right?
give me one of you give me a survival at advantage, and the other give me a insight.
I'll do this.
Oh boy. Okay. Insight. I can't see where my insight is. Where is my insight? And survival. Oh fuck, both suck. I will use my lucky.
Oh shoot! I never even. We haven't slept since.
Yeah, we had a long rest though, right? Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna take a long rest.
Oh, okay. We get the long rest. All right.
I'll give you one.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think we had it. I'd be more of a challenge.
Okay, I'm gonna try
I
it
just
again.
remember the resting rules were weird for the whatever.
Okay, I'll take that.
Just
I'll
weird.
take that from an insight.
Okay. And what is Darkos?
Darko needs a survival at advantage.
Oh, he did. Actually, it was just mixed up between Shadow Striker's rooftop overlooking the bank, waiting for someone to walk by. Shadow Striker, give me a perception at advantage with a D6 added to it. Darko.
No.
You notice that your general surroundings, you could literally just take shit from people and make enough materials with bombs to make a bomb.
I'm gonna use my lucky.
Professor, you realize though that the people themselves understand that too. So the best way is to haggle. You guys can haggle however it is you wish with anyone you want to acquire anything you need. And I will allow you guys up to a maximum of 6 explosives that'll have a max radius of 30 feet every time they go off, with a full benefit of, we'll say, 3d8 thunder damage.
All right. I will.
And
I'll probably try to trade precious
depends on
stones.
what you trade. Okay, so you want to trade precious stones. I'm be honest. You understand that these guys are dumbasses, so they just see rocks. They think they're nice, but they don't know the value of such.
Well, I'm happy to haggle.
How would you haggle? How would you go about it? What are you?
Well, before he haggles, I tell you, Darko, that I have highly valuable precious stones that could purchase many stalls of goods.
Okay.
But I have some that are like worth. I have moonstones. I have like 5 or 6 moonstones that are about 50 gold pieces a piece. So call it 200, or what's my math? 5 times, 250 gold pieces, which should be more than enough to buy all the material we need.
Oh, yes, we'll get a discount. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I trust in you. You seem like a really likable nice dude. That eats souls, and that's okay.
So, what are we getting first here?
We need powder, nitroglycerin, the casing, the fuse, and we need a little bit of extra pizzazz. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay.
That's the thunder wave we need.
So, with this, as you guys go about finding and acquiring the materials necessary. Jesus, Shadow Striker, what the fuck? You rolled a 2? My god.
Three and a 2.
Fail. My god.
3 rolls, and I still only
You
got
know
a
what?
max.
I think you should just fucking pull a card at that point. Jeez.
Alright, I pull a card. I'm bored, so I'm.
Give me a D22.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
I hope it's a good one, man. Best wishes to you.
Whatever. Just whatever in it up there.
Oh boy.
You're like
As you-
contemplating life right now.
Literally, because
I needed something to keep my to like shave off the chips, the splinters. On
as
the
you
wood,
pull
so I
it
still
out,
have the card.
you see this card that just looks like money satchels ripped at the bottom, emptied as they're falling through. And you don't see where they fall. It's almost like they're off the card, lost in all value. You
All my
lose all wealth and real property as implied when it is drawn. All non-magical possession. So anything you have that's magical, you keep. Everything else is completely stripped from you.
Oh my
And it's just gone. Unexplainably, poof. Any deeds, any property names, anything you would have a title to, completely gone. Anything with Shadow Striker in existence, gone. In a book, gone. Unless it is
I
magical.
hope your underwear was magical.
I do not have magical armor.
They did hold the magical jewels.
He's naked on a
right?
rooftop.
Or the family jewels.
So what do you have at the
So I still have my bow, and I have the deck of many things, my bracers, and nature's mantle. So I guess I still have something I can wrap around myself.
So
Oh,
you have
that's
the cloak.
good. You have
You have the
the
cloak, and with the cloak, you can turn invisible in public with a stealth check.
I will be hiding myself a lot.
Give me a stealth
Yeah,
save.
nothing
real
to be
quick.
ashamed of. He's a good-looking guy.
Probably it's very.
Didn't I give you? I think I also gave you the helm of awareness too that I made.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, that was you gave that to. No.
No, I gave you the no Ponzi. I gave something else.
Yeah,
I gave
yeah.
you the helm of
I don't know if you
awareness.
ever did it in character, but we did talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, nonetheless, Shadow Striker, your cloak, you have disappeared from everyone's sight. Either that, or they really just don't want to see you naked.
Help my arrows! Oh my god! Somebody did this to me. I'm looking around like, wow, man.
How could someone take all your shit like that?
There's a lot of
You've
thieves
never felt
around.
so violated.
I'm on a rooftop naked now. So embarrassing.
Well, Darko and Professor easily enough gather their needs as you guys kind of go about haggling, but everyone gets distracted by a naked guy. But then he disappears. Everyone's like, "Did you see him? Did you see him?" The rumor is that there's a naked goblin running around, but no one knows if it's really a goblin. And no one's seen them because they rolled really well. Nonetheless, you guys managed to get a sweet steal, and you guys get 4 out of the 5. So you guys have 4 bombs that have a 30-foot radius with 3d8 thunder damage. Keep in mind, thunder is a
Hell yeah.
sound and a force, so it does make an announcement, which is totally fine. With that, Ponzi.
I have a few. I'm gonna try to take the remainder of the 4 sticks of dynamite with those 4 additional bombs, and I'm gonna fuse them all together to make a bigger boom.
Okay, so it's a 45-foot radius now. And we'll make it a 4d10.
Yeah, it goes up. Well, I mean, the damage is an additional 1d6, or it's 3d taking 3d6 damage. So yeah, whatever you want to do, that's fine.
So we'll do 5d10.
Yeah.
5d10, 45 feet. Yeah, 4 of them. All right. Ponzi.
But by the
go
way,
ahead.
they look
Huh?
super janky.
No worries. They look
They're like
bad.
twisted together and like
No one wants them. Yeah.
they look bad.
You got it for sure. They're your best works. At least in explosives, that wasn't your forte in the beginning, but you always wanted to, and here you are,
Yeah.
living the dream. Ponzi, give me a D100. Darko, what are you doing? Outside of you get back, you got the supplies, but is there anything you wish to do or impel upon? Nice, Ponzi.
I think Darko is actually just going to start mingling with some of the other patrons, if there are any here.
Okay, for sure. No, there's other patrons. There's a Furblog, an Elkin, a bartender. There's probably a couple goblins. There's probably an elven individual and a humanoid.
So, I mean, Darko's because Darko's in I guess, a fairly unfamiliar place. So he's really gonna just be trying to see if there's anyone, I don't know, inebriated enough or willing enough to give him some juicy information about this place that we're in.
Okay. What would you be saying?
Wow. I guess it'd be depending on who I'm talking to.
Okay. Let's say you approach. There's an elf and a humanoid together. When you walk up, you hear the elf going, "And I tell you, friend, that last time I visited there, and I was only 120. Now I am 300. I saw them just grow only 4 inches. The scales long, their wings expand." You hear the humanoid in which he was speaking to. "No, there's no way. You're 300. Sure. I'm already in about 44. Oh, he like lowers his voice. I hope nobody heard that. Oh,
300, young man.
Short man. How are you?
Not too long ago, I was 300 myself.
I mean, you were speaking to me, I see. He puts his hand on the humanoid fellow. Assures him that this is okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, couldn't help it over here, talking about some. Was it something like a dragon, maybe? Well, I don't know.
A dwarf with an ear. Quite interesting indeed. So you listen to things that aren't meant for you. Nosy as they always are. Well, yes. A dragon indeed. What do you know of the hollow and its ground?
Not much, to be honest with you. This is my first time here. I was hoping to, meet some nice patrons and find out some interesting facts about this place. Do you think you'd mind telling me everything you know?
I always like to tell a good tale, so why don't I just...
You just tell me everything I want to know. Well, sure, friend.
You got your social. I need your credit card numbers too.
Really high
Here comes the first man.
Hey, Chad, I learned from ADP that if you ask for that stuff from authority, people will give it to you.
They for sure will.
At advantage. I'll give you advantage.
I have a 19 passive persuasion, so like.
Oh, never mind. That's pretty good. Then you're solid, yeah.
Oh,
he's like, well,
I'm a Nigerian prince, and give me your social.
Exactly.
Hey, look, yeah, and the guy's never heard of Nigeria, and he just looks at you and it's like, must be. That's how they are.
So he goes, well, yes, indeed. Perhaps you'd like to hear the truth of it all. I was only 120 years. How old are you, dwarf?
Last time I checked, about 423?
Oh, even my grandpa's younger than you. Very impressive. Perhaps you could tell my humanoid friend if this is true. When I was 120 years, I once went down into the vaults, once privy to that of a lord who once... Well, I courted his daughter, and I thought I'd get lucky. Unfortunate for me, she fell for another, but nonetheless, I saw that deep below, not only the history that scrawls on the walls, which is true, I assure you, that just peering upon a fraction will illuminate your life for centuries. For fellows like ourselves, that's an opportunity, yes. But I tell you, what grows down there is the kin of the dragons from another world. They have ventured far to find another birthing ground, and they have been well kept. Who would have thought the goblins would be so capable? The powers they wield are not that of their own, but gifted. By that, he leans in carefully. A location known only as Avarice. I'll go ahead and type it in.
What is it about this Avarice that I should know about? Me and my friends here, you see, we do things for. They do it for money. I do it just because it's fun and I'm old and I like adventure, I guess.
Man,
That's so
honestly, I could not tell you what Avarice is. I've looked into no such records. He's like whispering, kind of keeping it personal. He brings in his humanoid friend. Even this scholar never heard of it until I told him. He did not know it existed until I showed him proof of it. But even then, even us have yet to find truth beyond what it is I have in possession and what I saw.
Okay, well, how do I get there? And if you don't know, who can tell me how to get there?
I could tell you how to get inside, but it would require a very big amount of distraction and risk. And once inside, without favor, they will think that you are a threat. You have to find a way to be welcomed in. Given a tour, perhaps.
I don't see that as being a problem. I don't know.
Do you have a courted daughter available with a prince and someone wealthy enough to have a vault so deep? These goblins might run it, but it is of dwarven nature.
Darko looks around. Does he see anyone that would look like he could masquerade them as a courted daughter?
Not this establishment.
No?
No. But I believe you remember Ponzi mentioning that he was intending to try to grab a high-profile figure.
Well,
but he's more saying it in a fact that that's how he did it. So he's like assuming you did the same. He's very simple-minded in that matter.
Got it. Well, no, I don't have one here, but resourceful.
I warn you, if it wasn't for the masses of selfless obediency below, it'd be much easier to rob and escape from. At least in my opinion.
Fair enough. Okay, well, that's good to know, I guess. Let's see, I'm gonna have to go talk to my friends then again, and we'll talk to them about this Avarice, and I'm gonna come back to you with the proposal. Get us down now.
Of course. I hope you like snails. Escargot.
Snail? No, I don't like snails. So he's gonna go.
Unfortunate indeed. That's all he says as he walk away.
Darko's gonna get up and he's gonna go talk to the professor about this.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of Avarice?
DM, have I ever heard of him?
Give me a. Well, are you announcing it aloud, Darko, or are you just going directly to the professor?
Just walking over straight directly to the professor. I don't know. Is he doing anything right now? What's he doing?
I'm probably like admiring my work, but also probably trying to chat to identify additional buyers and trying to get like more interest, trying to drum up more interest, paying him almost under the table as if he's like a rep of these things, like a broker, if you will. Like, you're gonna get a cut if you find the buyer.
So then I'll just pull him aside and kind of ask the question under my breath, so that way it's not like I'm whispering, but I'm definitely not drawing any attention.
Okay. And what are you asking him? Oh, I mean, I guess about Avarice. Sorry, go ahead and
Avarice.
Professor, you give me the the D100 was not for that, or was for that?
I didn't roll the D100.
Oh, that was me. Never mind, just kidding. Whoops. Go ahead and give me a history check with advantage. You read a lot of books.
Okay, I'll take it. Oh my god, I use lucky on this. 'Cause fuck that.
It's feeling familiar. I know you didn't.
God. Do I only get one more at advantage, or one more roll, or another advantage roll?
Get one. But it's fine. You
I
still
think the
roll.
lesson just rerolls with 20, but no worries. Which would have been the same. I guess technically the same. So I guess nothing
29.
changed. So with such, yeah,
Each.
Avarice is another. It's a myth, I guess, known to all high scholars, and the only reason you know about it is because Colvern robbed the best of all libraries you've known to exist, so that you can have the best of knowledge to find the eternal life. Elixir. In such of your studies, you have heard of Avarice being the portal to dragons, the home in which the dragons can no longer breed from. The reason why the dragons are here is because this is the only land that they can find fertile for their kin to grow. And their own home has always been under attack by a unique enemy, only known and described as the Orcree. Otherwise, there are no other texts, and the location of such portal has never been disclosed.
Avarice and money would understand it as a myth. Colvern himself searched many of all of the safest, safeguarded places to identify treasures beyond the knowing of people. And yet he never once found it.
Well, what if I told you just so happened to run into somebody who says he can take us there?
I would say that is interesting.
And I would say
Hard
you're
to
lying.
believe, but interesting nonetheless.
If you care to join me, we can go talk to him ourselves.
I don't know if I have any interest in it, other than the opportunity to study it if it's real. This sounds interesting. Let's go.
Like, what the hell else are we doing with our night?
So real quick before
Okay, 1 second.
I look at Pep.
You're saying that someone's gonna take 6 for 100 grand and destroy the other 5.
That's to you, DM.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I was doing something in the background with
The offer.
with Shadow Striker. My bad. What was the offer?
Because he said next offer is 100k, 6.
Which one did you want?
But destroy the rest.
Correct. Or 10k each.
So
These
I
are
have
3
to-
different offers.
So, but why? Like that doesn't make sense. Destroy the rest.
This is the offer that they're telling you. They're saying if I buy, I'll pay 100k. I only want 6 of them, but I want you. This is the buyer's request.
Okay.
That's just for whatever reason that you can ask them.
But that's from Pep, or that's directly
This
from
is-
the buyer telling me.
You could say this is from Pep, but you can direct yourself to the buyer if you wish. This is just the general gist, but if you want to inquire more, you can.
Okay. After I have my conversation with Darko, I'm gonna go to Ponzi and ask Ponzi if we can make it look like 6 of the other 6 were destroyed, as proof, and retain the 6 to profit more.
Let me look real quick, boys.
But I'll tell you that in a second. But yes, that I will be trying to essentially counterfeit, destroy, and make more money.
Dwarf, let us talk to this person.
Follow me.
That I would say that depends entirely on the DM's
interpretation of how hallucinatory terrain would work. That's the only thing I can think
What do
of.
you?
Like,
Oh, I get what you're saying. In the sense of how you use it.
yeah, like if I can make it look like there are broken, like they can't touch them, but we could show them maybe broken dragon bones. But if they interact with them at all, I think they would know that it's fake.
Got it. Okay, so I think what I would allow.
They just don't understand why they would want us to destroy
Well, I mean,
the
if
other
you,
six.
I mean, do you want to put in the request to find out why?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, give me one quick second to answer one other player, and then I'm gonna get to you guys. Sorry, I'm doing a bunch of shit in the background on you guys.
Oh, good.
Isn't it so? But wouldn't 10? Sorry, I don't know the deals, so I won't.
No, you do. I mean, because he would have announced it. He would have told you guys, right?
I would have told Ponzi.
Yeah.
The only
Ponzi, you
person
would
I
know all
probably
three
would have
offers,
told.
Yeah, you would know
So
all 9
10K each.
or no.
If we have 12, right? We have 12.
We have
Mhm,
11.
mhm, mhm.
11.
Mhm.
So we could do the. We should just do the 10K each. That's 110. We don't have to destroy
Okay,
anything.
offer B is probably the best option.
Well, it's 110, yeah, but if we can keep,
Yeah, if we can. Okay, I get what you're saying.
like, then we have more value. It's a
Yeah, I guess
risk.
I'll just explain how hallucinatory terrain works to you, and we can maybe discuss it and figure out if that's something we want to try. We will not have
so
to
I respond back to both offers,
Okay.
saying to offer B, I say just offer C. I tell them we need a boat, not a wagon. Go fuck yourself, basically. So if you want to get us a boat, we might
They
consider
walk
the
off and going,
75K.
no one told me. Yeah, they
Yep.
just go, just take off.
Offer B, I tell them we have an offer that is valuing one for 20 grand.
Okay.
So maybe come up a little bit or add a boat and a crew.
Boat and crew. Whew, that's deep. Yeah. Okay. Stan should know everything
And
about
then
that.
offer A, I come back and say, why the fuck do you want us to destroy the 6? If you disclose that, we may entertain your offer.
Okay. So here's A's response, and Pep comes to you guys. Hey guys. I got your question, and I asked them, and just real chilly, and actually. So they're dragonkin, right? And they claim that this could be potentially ancestral, and they're supposedly very competitive with that of their other kin, and they don't want anyone else's hands getting upon potential samples of such. And their capacity of holding such large objects is very thin, and this is the most that they can go in part with. And they really got a scent for it.
I tell Pep to have them come up to as if they're buying the whole lot, because essentially they're saying that one is worth 20 grand. If they buy the whole lot, we'll destroy them all. We'll destroy the 6 and give them, but they have to pay for what they valued them at.
What do you mean? Sorry, go ahead. What's the total?
Essentially, they valued 5 at 20 grand a piece.
Yeah.
So I want them to
So
pay.
you want them to pay 200?
I want them to pay 200, and we will destroy 6.
Okay, so let's do a T100 roll off. You gotta get lower.
I have to get lower than that?
Yeah. No, sorry,
I have to get
rolled
lower
a
than
D.
myself. Okay.
Yeah. You outconvince yourself as you throw a bit up, and Pep goes, yeah, 200. I'll just tell them that. Totally. And he goes back. He comes back and he's like, it's a deal, man.
What's the terms? How do we do this?
We figure out how to do the exchange, I'm assuming.
So there's a dock, and at that dock, you'll have a boat and your 100K.
Wait, so they're doing 100K in a boat?
Well, I mean, I told them 200K or the value of a boat and 100K, and they just kind of said, we got you, and meet us at the dock for the boat and 100K. So, I mean, I just told them what you told me, and I told them, and they told me that.
Ellen will be there in 36 hours.
Or however long till we
We'll say
do
18.
all the things.
You
Yeah,
guys
18
are about
hours.
like at 18 left. But in this 18, you guys have to do the heist and be at the boat after.
Yes.
Got you.
I tell them the plan.
You have everything you guys need. Keep in mind, this heist isn't something you expect to be multiple hours, but the moment you go in, there is no coming out. The moment you become, or it becomes an alert situation.
Got you.
I'm going to be preparing.
I mean, some of you might not be in there, but I'm just saying whoever's inside, like, it's not just like a easy,
Yeah.
I evacuate kind of situation.
Yeah. Prior to going in, after my conversation with these folks about the Alvari or whatever, I will be looking Avarice. I'll be looking to make enough health potions that each person has 2, if that's possible.
Sure. I mean, you would have had plenty of time prior to work on that at the same time. So we'll say everyone has 2 health potions.
Can I?
It's been that much time that maybe I've made it back by now.
Oh yeah,
Can I
for
ask
sure.
Barry?
Sorry, I apologize. Actually, sorry, we were just jumping around so much, and I was reading all your stuff, Shadow Striker. So don't feel too
cool.
embarrassed. But
All good.
let's say you would have absolutely been given lower clothes by Pep. They fit you surprisingly well. In that process time, Shadow Striker, outside of being completely nude, naked, and stripped of all your own well-being, and the only worth you have is that of magical belongings that you would never sell because that's all that you have is left to identify yourself. What would you be doing in your 24 hours of time?
Tell everybody, this is very embarrassing. I was caught off guard. I did not find Frog. I was sharpening arrows, and someone must have knocked me out and stolen all my things. It's quite sad. I don't have any money, so maybe you help me? I could use water jug, to set the armor, bedrolls. Need arrows. Arrows. And more arrows. Who
I
wants
would
to
take him
help?
shopping, I guess. I would go shopping with him to try to find him some stuff.
Ponzi, you are a good friend. Very good.
Yeah, I'm a
Everything is
good
marked up 1.5%. 1.5 times, I guess. Oh, there you go. Varian has some stuff for you. Is Varian muted on purpose?
No, that was
Oh,
me
that was you.
saying
Oh.
Variant. So Professor. So this is what I remember. Professor gave Varian a +2 weapon. So whatever his plus, if he has a +2, I add an additional +2 to it. Plus his armor has another +2.
Wow.
Shadow Striker has a Helm of Awareness. So I pick up a sack and put it on his head, and it's a Helm of Awareness at this point.
It's a gimp mask or what?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's something. I can touch literally anything and make it into a Helm of Awareness.
Okay.
So, and then Ponzi has the Cloak of Protection.
Got it. So that works out because Shadow Striker also has his own cloak now, so that's not conflicting with anything. Perfect.
So
Dark.
yeah, I would go shopping with Ponzi. But I have a question. If Varian's there, can I get a? This is weird. I promise it's for a good reason. Ponzi would ask for a piece of hair or something from each of you that he could keep on him. And it's so. And this is, I'll say out of character. He would not explain to you, but I'll let you know out of character why it's for. It's so that when I cast teleportation, if I have
familiarity
an associated object, it'd be easier for me to teleport to you if I have something like that, something that belongs to you. It was a piece of
I take a knife and I cut a small sliver off my arm and I scream while I do it, like, because it hurts.
Jesus Christ!
I take it. I put it in a little vial, and Ponzi just says, "I really appreciate that, man. Thank you."
For you,
Professor,
you are taking me shopping. He's worth it.
I think Professor just gives you one little hair.
Gotcha. Yes.
Wait,
You
is that
probably
just as
need
good?
this to replicate Professor because he's so brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm like staring daggers at you while holding my arm.
You said a piece of hair, did you not listen?
It's a piece of her or something. I miss it. I don't know.
Darko?
Yep.
Do you provide hair?
Oh yeah, I'll pull out a beard hair for him.
Nice. Okay.
As you pull it out and you hand it to him, Ponzi, go ahead and give me a intelligence saving throw.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh dang.
By the way, does Arco and I after this, do we go talk to those guys, those people?
You mean the salesman, or what do you mean? Sorry.
The dude that talked about the avarice.
Oh, that you want to know more about? Oh, you want to go? Darko's going to take you back.
I think that was
Gotcha. Is that what your intention was, Darko?
Yeah,
To have a
that's
group
the
meeting with the. Got it. You forget. We can jump to that right after. Ponzi. Ponzi, oh Ponzi. When you grab that hair, it's like a jolt of just so much alien information that like you just got mind fucked and mind wiped.
Oh God.
Now, I don't mean mind wiped in the sense that you don't understand what it is that you are and who you are and why you're doing it. You still know who your boss is, etc. Everything current is still current. But what I mean by mind wiped is the fact that you felt the surge of so much information and you held on to none of it. Not a single bit. It was that strong of a current and that full of a force. But holy shit, whatever the fuck Darko has going on, there is some serious things on his mind.
All right, I probably won't teleport to you.
Just gonna be really honest, you might get left out.
DM, there's a clip right there for TikTok. You know.
Do I get any Varians? Any pieces? Do you give me one of your hair?
Yeah, Varian, do you give a piece?
I don't think Varian would. No.
Okay. What do you do what do you say as a withdrawal? Stay silent.
No, so I would have a few tokens of Julaverne. So I'd give him one of the ones that like I craft at times.
Okay.
And I'll give him one of them. And then I'll also ask him, Ponzi, you might also benefit by wearing my talisman of my god, Julaverne. As my employee, I tell you, Julaverne will look favorably upon you at a future date.
You got it, boss. Is it like a necklace or what?
Yeah, well, it would be like the talisman for necklace, but he doesn't have a cord on him, so he would just hand it to
Okay.
you.
He would just put it in like a breast pocket. He would put it in like a breast pocket.
Got it. Is your breast pocket buttoned?
I mean, it maybe used to be, but the button went missing a long time ago.
I appreciate the honesty. Open pocket. Got it.
But
Cool.
yeah, for like backstory, yeah, he would definitely do from time to time like carving of things. So this was something that he did spend considerable time on.
Yeah, if I can get a cord for it, I will wear it. But he's just gonna put it in his pocket for now, so he doesn't lose it.
Exactly. So he doesn't lose it, obviously. So, as you guys kind of lay out the sides, Darko and the professor have wandered away from the table to go speak to this elven individual away on the corner of the side. Hey, my little dwarven friend, you bring goblin. Hello. I'm known as Cameron.
Cameron!
Can Cameron tell the goblin after I already told the dwarf everything he wanted? He's like all doe-eyed and totally wasted.
I find it interesting that you would say this abuse exists when I know that it does not. Tell me more of what you know that I do not.
There's a massive mountainside. I'll be honest, I visited it once. Real fancy college. Something about some snobby-ass 5 internally educational things. You know, I didn't live this long to share such bullshit, but I'll tell you something, is that there's these dragons, and they lay eggs out here, and it's odd. No one's ever looking to buy one, because they can't control one. It's impossible. Never happened. Anytime someone does, that's how you end up with the Shadow Bridge. Cool.
The what now?
Oh, the bridge. The only way off this isle is the bridge onto the main region of Van Quy. And on the across the entire bridge, it's about, I don't know, 450 or so feet across. And there's this whole, just mass of shadow dragons, kin and all. They murder almost anything across it. Very unique and very hired, capable warriors are available, but only every couple months do they ever come. And going down the swamps, which is basically the crab's den, and if it isn't the sea life that kills you or the merfolk, it's the bandits or the thieves who are using the passage at the time in which you happen to visit. There's no real safe passage in and out unless you pay for a ship, and even then you gotta hope it's not a pirate ship.
Yes. We all know this. We all have been here in the Hollow.
But those dragons came from Avarice. That's what you don't know. Someone stole them from the very bottom of that vault in Bride's Bay. That is where they lay, they breed, and they're born.
I
And
have
then sent back.
knowledge of a goblin that has been down there, and they found no such thing. Is there another passage? Is there another way? Not that I don't believe you. It's just hard to know because the person I am speaking of is extremely capable.
The only person I know to have ever gotten in without any help is a man by the name of Zia. And that was 60 years ago. No one knows how he did it, but no one ever saw who he was either. They blame him for the dragon's release and the spread of whatever exists across Leva.
You're saying in this mountainside there is a portal to the dragons?
A portal to a dual continent, they say. Two planets crashed together, creating a single world.
Wait, just as a side note, when you're saying Azir, wasn't that the
demon?
Fire demon from?
Yeah.
So that's Azure. That's IR. Azir is another name that actually... Darko, go ahead and give me a history check. You would potentially know it with advantage because you're the only OG left.
Ooh.
Yes,
Nice.
it was mentioned before. It is known as... So you guys have heard a few very old names. A handful of them being Farone, Cloudy, Lorraine. Sorry, no, it's not. What the fuck was it? Alistar. What was the guy who framed you? Yeah, it was Lorraine. Yeah, Lorraine. Yeah, Lorraine. And Azir being a Darko with that role, I'd say you would know that Azir was in his history, only because you're so old and you've seen so many cultish bullshit, they were a changeling. And a member of a spy faction.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
What makes sense, dwarf? What
woman?
makes sense?
Azir being the last one to get in without issue.
Yes. If no one else has done it, what makes sense about this one individual doing it?
Oh well. Humanoid, do you know, or should I tell him?
Not have any understanding. I just have heard the rumors and the stories. I'm just old enough to know enough history by asking enough olders than me.
Azir, he's a changeling. You heard of him before?
We do know that Hansi is a changeling, correct? We know that he can
That would be
change.
your only reference of such, yes.
Well,
I'm the best one. Never forget it.
Well, no,
Ponzi, actually, you would know the name.
If he's
I mean, are they
listening,
talking to
right?
me about it? I don't know if I'm even there.
No, you don't know that. I mean, you wouldn't know the name Azir, but you wouldn't tell them you know the name, I guess.
Got you.
So you know what? Let's jump in the secret real quick.
Okay. Ponzi?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see what our guess.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm a little lost on like what the fuck we're doing. We're gonna go bust into a bank and like rob a bank. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were aiming to do.
Okay, do we know what we're robbing? Are we just robbing their history, or are we actually robbing them, like of more?
It was supposed to be of history, I thought, and then if we could get more, we would get more. But
Cool. Okay, that's all. I just wasn't sure. I wasn't clear. And Darko, you're like collecting information, right? Oh, he just missed it.
I think he just left.
No, honestly, no, I'm almost did. But I was honestly just like moseying around the bar, just like looking for someone to give me interesting information, and I just so happened to stumble into this. So,
Got it.
I mean, this can get shelved for anything else, but it is just.
I mean, it's interesting. Like, I just don't want to get like. Here's the deal. This is setting us up to get sucked into a fucking dragon land, and I don't want to get sucked into dragon land.
Fair enough.
That's kind of what I'm sensing is happening, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I just thought we were supposed to rob a bank.
Yeah, I feel like what we're having here is a push and pull against what the DM thought we were gonna do, and where we're trying to like fucking rob a bank.
Yeah, we're just trying to rob a bank and get the fuck off the island.
Yeah, we don't want to. Like, I don't want to be in Dragonland. I feel like everybody doesn't want to be
No one
in
wants to be in
Dragonland.
Dragonland.
Yeah, like I don't
saying?
see the reward.
There is no
What was he
reward.
saying
No
about
one wants
that?
to be in Dragonland. It's interesting.
It's interesting. It's cool that we know that it's there, so we can fucking avoid it.
Exactly.
I just really wish we would go to Dragonland.
No, go fuck yourself, dude. No Dragonland.
Fuck you.
I mean, I'm just gonna DM Alex and be like, you know, everyone was talking while you were in the other channel. We really want to go play with some dragons.
We really want to just inevitably just die in the next session.
All
or
of us.
two.
Yeah,
Could
that'll be
we
fantastic.
go to
I
Dragonland?
mean, I think it's about time John picks a new character. Darko's been around too long. He just won't die.
Yeah.
I almost died here. I thought we could get into an encounter before I got more arrows and then be basically
Useless?
I honestly, I can only do unarmed strikes for 3 damage if I don't have any arrows.
I have bolts I can give you.
Won't work.
That won't work.
I know. You could throw them.
I could actually throw them, probably for more than my punches. That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely. John, I think you're right. We table that information and avoid dragon portal at all costs.
Sounds like a bad time.
So you want to take the dragon portal all the way to the bottom, and when the elevator raises on the 5th level, you just go ding and just pop right out, and there's probably about 5 of them, really large, and they breathe lots of fire.
No dragon.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I look at the guy.
We're
He's
gonna go
just
buy
like,
tickets.
I look at the guy and I just look at him and I just say,
We will hopefully, and all people, for Hallow's sake, avoid interacting with this, because if this does exist, and if one does interact with it, only the worst could ever come from it.
He like burps and he's like, excuse me. What? He's like totally plastered. Like he's just like he's not with it at this point.
Thank you, sir, for all of your lovely commentary. We will be on our way.
Cheers. And he like clinks your glass if you have one.
yeah, sure. I clink back. I clink him.
As such,
Clinky clink.
you guys head back to the table, and you now have 17 hours remaining.
We did not trail this guy, correct?
Say it again.
I got something happened.
Sorry, what?
That someone got the better of me during that period of time that I was trying to stake him out. But in actuality, I just pulled a card and lost all my shit and ran away. So I never found him. That's where we're at, sadly.
Kobe was never found.
Okay.
So that's a problem. We gotta go find this guy and go interrogate him.
Guys, he's very well protected. I'm sure of it. Nobody but the best could have gotten me. Must have been they level assist.
Yeah, you're the best though. So we'll try again maybe. Oh fuck. I guess.
I mean, you guys have all the tools to raid the castle. You guys just don't have enough to put it together.
I think we'll go. We gotta find this guy again. So if Shadow wants to try again, does anyone else have a different plan for how we find this guy?
I mean, we gotta stake it out, right? Like that's.
I mean, do you have to stake it out, or do you just have to like walk in and make an appointment? I mean, fuck, like.
I thought we should. I thought we should stake it out and make sure that we know his pathway. Like we're doing one of the we're doing one of the K words.
All right, I appreciate your faith in me. I will stake it out. I will talk to you via the stone. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll
hide out in the alley.
Oh,
yeah, we can hang out nearby, but like not suspicious. You know, we'll
I mean, I could go make an appointment and look to deposit or try to acquire money based off of collateral I have to get a boat.
Okay. Yeah.
Then who's gonna go light off the bombs?
Well, we have to find this guy first. We probably need to. Do we want to interrogate him? I guess somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta interrogate
yeah, where do you want me to take him once I find him?
But that's like before we set the bombs off, right?
Yes. Yes, you interrogate before bombs.
Yeah.
While somebody is infiltrating, another person is bomb setting.
Yes.
So there's going to be like a tactical group that's infiltrating while another person maybe is doing
everyone roll a D100.
Oh, I have an idea. Okay, I'll roll it. But this is my idea. We took the fucking wagon apart. Never mind.
9. That's cool.
I got a 9, guys.
That's awesome.
Hey, you add mine and professors together and you get Shannon.
Very waiting on you, sir.
D100. Let's roll it, baby. Hey.
You guys are all very consistent, man. Professor's the only one off the mark. Not bad. Solid average. Very nice. Yeah.
I feel like I won, by the way.
You guys, as you mind well together, continue talking about your plan, and when you guys are done discussing anything any of you have as input, say you're done, and I will tell you everything you guys did in the proper manner of order, and you guys can go from there.
Okay, well, I'm just taking out from the rooftop and talking to them via the stone.
Okay, yeah, the stone it's like a total walkie-talkie, infinite range.
Okay.
You guys are all planning right now. Whatever you guys want to suggest, and then I will put it in the most logical order of possibility and in sequence based off of your guys' average of understanding.
Okay, so here's the deal. Professor would not want to go in the bank unless he's doing the appointment. But Professor was thinking he would do the bombs and set them up because he can get Potsy to place the bombs and set them off.
What about Darko? Darko's a good talker too. What is it?
Yeah, Darko's a good talker. I think Darko.
He's a good mumbler.
Yeah. I think Darko for sure should set the appointment, and I can give him a bunch of collateral to show in stones. Anyone at the bank would know what that is, right? Like they would know the value of the stones that I have.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much any appraiser there would understand the situation.
And what's the goal?
So
of
that
it?
would be my contribution to this said plan. As far as
Is it
how
on
I
loan,
would go
or do
about it.
you not expect to get it back in the worst case scenario? Just
What?
out of curiosity, are these items on loan, or are in the expectancy of maybe not getting them back? Just out of curiosity.
I expect to get him back.
Okay, just so you're aware, Darko. These are on loan.
Okay. It's good to know. How much do we need for the total?
I would give you. Let me look at my shit. Hold on. I mean, I could buy a fucking boat with the amount of shit I got.
The Bright Bank. It's not that it's like you have to be rich. It's just more or less like if you want to get attention of somebody high ranking, you'd probably need to bring in at least, I'd say, minimum, if all of you guys pulled together, if you could just push it as far as you possibly can, somewhere between a roll of 80 to 150K in gold value.
We did long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Varian's job is going to be to linger by the bank as muscle if it needs to be employed. Yeah, like I'm gonna be.
Well, because you might have to fucking.
Yeah, I may have to go in after Ponzi. So like, I'm a noble, and so like me hanging around the bank should not be questioned.
Yep.
And so like I will be.
Got it. So you're just in there transactioning as the others.
Well, I'm not even transactioning. I'm just like talking with some of the people in the bank and just being there.
Yeah, you're public. You're an extra that's standby.
And I'm going like overtly lordly, where
You
like
got it.
I'm trying to talk to people about the problems.
What's your name?
I'm using my name. They know that I'm there.
You got it.
Very Marquis is there, and the bank probably wants to talk to me, but I'm not trying to talk to the bankers.
Got it. Okay, we'll get to that. I like where this is going. Okay.
So I have a black sapphire. So I have a black sapphire and a diamond, both of which are of about 5,000 gold value. That would be 10,000 in total. We could also use
the bones themselves are
the
guaranteed on the high end.
We could, but we're not going to give it to them. We just show that we have collateral. It's just to show that we have collateral. But we have to get them back.
Oh yeah, we would get them back.
So I would give you 4 of the bones plus those 2 stones to share as collateral, knowing that we have to get them back because we have a boat that's waiting, that's contingent on getting these items.
I would actually ask that I had requested 1 value item, and it could be a moderate value item from you, Professor, in case I got accosted by the bankers, just in case I had to be like, I'm here to make a deposit or like a payment
to pay off
in good faith. In good faith. I don't intend to give it to him. I don't intend to give it to him.
You just have to fuss it around.
Yeah, I just have to be there to show in good faith. But like I am intentionally not walking up to like depository.
Yeah.
I'm just like making sure that they know that I have something of high value.
And they're hoping to get it. Yeah.
Okay.
They're hoping it's for them.
For sure. I would give you so I would give Darko 5 of the bones, and then I would give him the diamond and the opal, which is a total of 10,000.
Okay. 10 cold jewelry.
And I would be like braggadociously talking about how this is like the minimal deposit I'm about to make.
That's just a piece of it, basically. Is your slogan, right?
A piece of my discovery. In fact, I'd be like talking about my discovery.
Okay, go on. Let's see.
Which they don't need to know.
But what are you blunt off about?
In the wastelands, upon my departure, I've come across lands undiscovered by man, beast, or anyone else, and it is truly the most lucrative lands that anyone has ever seen. And in fact, if you sir there, you look like you want to make a deposit. Do you not want to be rich?
I'm in line. Don't try cutting me.
I'm not trying to cut you. I want to talk to you. How much are you
Okay.
depositing?
It's quite none of your business, sir, but if you had to know, a fair couple grand.
That's a fine start. I'm a Marquis, and that's where we started as well. But let me tell you about the lawns, the land's hitter.
He's a Marquis. Yes. They all start mumbling, Marquis.
Yeah, and
Can
then
I
I'll
ask
like
you,
flash
is it
the
true that your
diamond.
sister has taken over the estate?
My sister. Let's not talk about my sister. She is the one who drove us into debt, and I'm the Marquis, rising the family above.
The male disappointment. We've heard you disappeared for some time, and what was your name again?
Fuck that. Anyways, I am Severian Marquis. And like I like flash the diamond
And they're
any
all just
light.
yelling out, Varian. So you're not so broke after all, huh?
This is just but a fraction of my wealth. Hey, do you want it, sir?
Well,
oh God!
Here's what I'm going to do. Gather round, folks. If you
Everyone
want
just starts to hurt.
my diamond, we're going to have a challenge.
They'll look around each other. I mean, you got like average ages. You got like probably 40 to 230 lifespan, depending on who you're looking at. So, what is your intention?
We are going to have a game show. And
within the bank?
Within the bank, we have no problem. It's our problem, bankers. Of course, it's a problem.
Sir, please, let's take you to the side, sir. Marquis wasn't. It's been some. He licks his finger and gets like this big ass kind of like ledger of sorts. Blows off the dust. Long time. And you see their debt, interest in total, 157,000 gold. Interest, not including the 372,000 gold debt you are currently supposedly in, with the house not being in foreclosure.
Well, it's been some time. Obviously, the next hour will not matter if 100 and whatever years. Look at your dusty dome. Hey, all of you can tell. Clearly, I'm not that old. So, not my problem, but I am fixing it.
But the land might repair maybe a quarter or a few. If you'd like to talk to Kobe about it.
That will be arranged, but first, we have an interested party.
Now, sir. As he points toward, with a little crankly long nail, toward a room in which you feel almost forced to go toward. Though you can resist if you wish.
I do resist if I can.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, what happened? Weren't we just discussing a plan now, or all of a sudden we're
He
inside
went
the
in.
bank?
He dived in.
went in without a plan.
He dived in.
And free.
No, what do you get?
Well, I'm just causing it like a preliminary distraction here.
All good.
Just testing the
well,
waters.
I don't look like the guy yet.
You don't look like him yet? How long does it take?
No one's seen Kobe.
No one's seen it.
No one's seen him.
We were talking about the plan, bro. What is going on?
Honestly, I thought that everybody was in there already.
No,
I thought he was in there. I was a distraction.
Giving you some items.
I was just giving you items, dude.
He took his shit and got
And you just ran.
Okay,
You
well.
took my shit and ran.
Is what it is.
DM, can I put a pin in my story?
Yeah, Crit Bell, yes. I can't promise it's good, but we will put a pin in it.
Oh wow!
You guys look
It might
around.
cost me 10 grand to get the fuck out of here.
Oh my
So
god!
you guys all look around and Shireen is gone as you see the door closing after someone passed through.
Oh.
The distraction has occurred already.
We didn't even stake out Kobe. What's going on?
Saw him go inside.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I'm literally outside, just like hope I see Kobe soon.
You guys are all watching
It's
this.
part of the plan. We wanted him to just go inside.
Yeah, I pull up the
No.
thing. I'm like, yeah, plan's still on. I don't know why he went in there.
I almost,
yes.
I
Nothing bad will
fucking
happen.
take the dragon bones back and see. Meet you guys at the fucking docks.
Wait, he's inside with your bones.
No,
No, he took the
Darko.
gems. He took the
I
gems.
gave
No,
him
I
the
just have
gems.
10,000.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I kick the bones back and say good luck.
What do you guys do?
I may
Severian's
have
in there, guys.
misunderstood the plan.
I like it. I like how
Fonzie,
this
you,
went down.
Fonzie, you get that Severian hasn't come out in quite a bit. What do you intend to do? This is a little longer than you anticipated.
Does he have a sending stone?
All of you guys have a stone. Oh,
Hey.
sending spell.
No,
Yeah, I
sending
mean, you-
stone. Sending stone is what I asked.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Oh, you have a stone. It was a team set.
A group thing. Okay. When I guess I would know because I've been hearing the stone. Can other people hear what's going through the stone? Like, is it a speaker or does it go straight to the person's brain?
Be embarrassing.
It's a speaker. It's a walkie-talkie.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything.
He's inside the bank.
It's like
This
a
is
chirp
weird.
phone.
Why
You're
is
like,
Betty
"What's up,
taking
bro?"
all the money?
I'm gonna turn
Like,
into. I guess I would turn into some random dude on the street and just walk into the bank and see if I can see Varian anywhere.
Okay, the moment you walk, okay, so you just you turn into someone else. You feel this compelledness that if Azir did it, then that means they don't have a sensor, at least in your opinion. As you go in, nothing goes off, and you look around. Give me a perception check.
Is
You
Darko in
get
there?
a 4 or lower. You see your two shoelaces, but let's see.
Oh man.
Yeah. So 1 second. Let me go ahead and just bring some visuals real quick. So we're gonna put a couple of y'all here. So everyone outside the walls. I mean, you guys can see your allies. Your allies' vision.
Fonzie, buy me any arrows?
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
down.
I mean, that wasn't part of
two
the
bundles.
plans,
You got two
right?
bundles. Yeah, you got 2 bundles.
Yeah.
Is that they had stepped away. They had clarified, I believe, at one point
Okay.
prior to all of it going down. And then let's see.
Yeah,
Plum
I thought we
gets
were supposed. I thought
comes
there was
in.
like, we give the plan, and then you tell us the
I
series
was,
of
but
events.
then he went with it, and I was like, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't control you guys. I just gave you guys the suggestive approach and what I'd offer in exchange. But I'm liking where this is going.
Servarian. He was
Yeah.
just.
He was
Servarian
wired,
isn't.
yeah.
You know, Servarian is Servarian. He does what he
Yeah.
needs to do. You know?
Nobles, am I right, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just somehow. So if this happens, then Professor's definitely gonna walk off and then start getting ready to plant the bombs in the city.
Okay.
And then before he goes,
Pansy, I'm gonna go set up the main distraction. Please, let me know when it's time to let it go. And I will be by the docks ready for you.
The password is going to be Snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle? What is Snickerdoodle?
It's a sex move. I'll teach you guys later.
I don't really want you to show me this move, but
Well, that's
maybe
too bad.
you show the professor and maybe I learn.
Whoa.
It's a group one. It's a group. It's 4 more.
So
Is
is
it something
the
that
group
more.
gonna how
one of
they'll
the
bump me?
non-disclosure agreements
The
that
group
you
sale
have?
kind of thing.
This is. I've got a patent. It's proprietary.
4 or more people trying to imagine. I want to say something really gross, though. I can't think of things to say over the sending stone to embarrass Varian while he's inside.
I think Varian has a lot of problems already.
Yeah, Varian's got his own problems right now.
Indeed, he does.
All right, so seconds.
By the way, everyone should have another 2, like, whatever, it's just regular healing potions, the ones that are like the 2d4s.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
At least it's.
Can we?
I'm very much wishing that Henry was Varian right now because, like, Henry might get out of this. I don't know if Varian will.
Varian's gonna be just fine. I'm so confident that Varian will get out.
There is
Henry tap danced his way out of a fucking spider nest. Varian is not very good with people.
Yeah.
Here's your chance. This could be
Here's your
spider
chance.
nest.
All right, so
What strengths do I have? Oh, no.
So you guys are here. Ponzi and Serverian inside. Serverian surrounded by what looks to be many goblins currently functioning and working inside the facility. As you walk in, Serverian is surrounded. They seem to be inquiring of his well-being. Are you okay, Mr. Macris? Perhaps you shall sit down.
Are you implying that I'm not okay?
I am trying to just simply diffuse your diffusion of understanding of the situation. Yes.
Are you implying that I don't understand the situation, sir?
Sir, debts like this can be severe. 492,000 gold is nothing to sneer about anymore. Especially with your family's decline in success.
My family's decline? Are you trying to say that the Marquis are less than they ever were? Sir, do you want to step outside and test whether a Marquis is what they once were?
If the bank had to decide the well-being of what your value was, it'd be much less than what it is we are asking for. Perhaps somewhere around 1.2 million gold.
1 million gold. These are fighting words, sir. We are the Marquis blood runs redder than it has ever run.
And we are the goblins of Brightbank who have been here to see the unfortunate families who have failed. Ponzi, do you interact in any way?
I mean, I'm watching this go down. I don't look like Ponzi. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, so Howard, yeah.
Do I see Colby at all?
You can make a insight check to see who you think
Isn't
Colby is.
supposed to come out?
And
I mean, but no one,
should
but none
tell
of you
you
guys are
that
in there.
I am
He's
trying to
distracted.
intimidate
No one knows who Kobe is out of all the goblins.
I am trying to intimidate
not
them
bad,
from
not
challenging me.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Good luck, Buckaroo.
Oh my god, a 4 with a +8.
Might be intimidated.
Oh,
A 7. They lose. They kind of back up. Sir Marquis, just calm your nature. And Kobe will be here more presently. He did not believe that it would be so desperate of your attention that we thought you'd just simply make a deposit with your values at hand.
Do you not know, nobles? We are good for what we are owed and what we owe. This
He
is
grabs the
below
ledger.
me and below you.
Ponzi,
Have
you
we-
see a
the
raggedy
Marquis.
fucking ledger on the table that gets picked up, and like dust is still falling off of it as they kind of close it, and it's just like poof. Yes, this debt has been well attended to. You are clearly correct, and I have misspoken. And he kind of backs away and takes it into a room in which, assumably, you are to follow. As he does, you see the door open right here.
Okay, so that's where he takes that ledger. Okay.
Correct. He goes, "Come
I
inside,
guess
sir."
Marquis is Varian's not going to be not a noble, so he will walk in, but he will be filled with like self-righteous fury at this point.
Okay.
Like it should be like
You're
palpable to everybody that he is super fucking angry that he's even being challenged about this.
Got it. Okay. So as you enter, you
It's
see
just like waves of intimidation coming off of him. Like he might bring down the fucking bank.
oh, threatening.
Oh, okay.
So Ponzi as
I'm
Cerverian.
supposed to go. Yeah, if you could. That
Yeah,
way.
sorry, there was like a
Right.
there was a server glitch.
But he's gonna keep his back to the door. Just
Okay.
He's gonna stand there. He's not gonna take a seat. He's gonna stand right with the door at his back.
Got it. Ponzi, what would you do as Cerverian heads into this room? And the rest of you would. Well, real quick, what is the rest of you doing outside? As clearly Ponzi has not came out.
I told.
Yeah, he
what I
left.
said is I went to go start planting the bomb.
Yeah.
Darko,
And
did you
then
come with me, or are you
Striker
going
and
in?
Darko?
I mean, do I have the bones?
I mean, he took them.
No, I took him back. I
took him back. Yeah, so
I
it's
took him back
we'll
because
back and
the
forth, yeah.
plan was fucked. So you were supposed to make an appointment. Yeah.
Yeah, then no. I'll go
You
with
was okay. You go with him.
I don't
Okay.
know that the plan's
Yeah,
fucked.
Striker.
I feel like it's
The
kind
plan
of
is-
finding
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna
The
try to
plan is
salvage it,
finding
but it's
itself
certainly
right now.
The plan's kind of fucked.
What kind of
These
Ocean's
bones
Elevening
are-
this right now?
Yeah, Ocean is
Yeah.
learning for sure.
I'm
Clearly.
still looking for some flat frog plan to wait until they're into like an alley.
You
or
know what?
something and kill the
Give
owner.
me an investigation at advantage.
Is there just some other person with a frog?
You're trying to find a solution here, my friend. You're a man on a mission.
Alright.
You find something quite intriguing. What it is you locate is a statuette of sorts of this two-dimensional odd frog that doesn't even have the thickness that you were told. But on it, it says the density toad, that in which was able to weigh anything beneath it, has come to pass as of a month ago. It is a memorial.
He died. He's dead.
You guys all hear you guys all
I don't
hear
know anything. He died. It's the plant. Fubar.
Yeah.
Get out.
Severian, your walkie goes up. Ponzi, your walkie goes off. Neither goblins in either room understand the situation between the two of you. How do both of you diffuse it? First, we'll start with Ponzi. Ponzi, all the goblins in the lobby are just like, what? As they just hear he died, he died. Fubar. What do you do to cover that?
I pull it and go. I go, oh, my nephew, I'm so sorry to hear your pet frog died. Let me step out of the bank very quickly. And I just walk out of the bank as fast as I can as this is going up. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to go outside and cast greater invisibility on myself. Using subtle spell.
The subtle, okay, and that allows you to make it more or less keen to what it is.
Yeah,
you
here
do.
I'll use the. I'll just post
Correct.
it so you can see it.
Nice.
Without any somatic or verbal component.
Dope. Okay. So you just vanish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty dope.
Severian, what do you do? Oh wait, real quick. Hans, leave or do you stay there?
I walk out and then I turn invisible and come like right back in.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, give me a stealth at advantage. Severian, what do you do?
I'm sorry, I missed the reason why it's Fubar.
Because I have no idea. That's what he said on the walkie.
He says he just said it's Fubar.
He's dead. He goes, he's dead. He's dead. It's Fubla. It's Fubla. That's all I heard. I don't know.
And it was audible enough for other people to
it's a
hear.
walkie-talkie. Absolutely. It's a speaking stone. It's like on your side or in your pocket or on your person in some way or another.
Okay.
Over.
Well, it seems to me that the proprietor of this bank has already accosted the marquise that you don't know about. And it's already problematic for you.
You see the back of a goblin. I am Colby. Turns around. It's this one right here. I see that you have finally come to pay some portion of your debt, and I wish to ask how much you intend to lay down before you leave the bank, or unless we need to hold you as a ransom to the rest of the existing family. This is not a threat, but a guarantee based within your contract. He has another, like, full-on 8x11 kind of pay booklet compared to the ledger, which is more of 5x6, and he slides it over to you. For your family's trust, any child left alive to be trustee can be held as collateral until debt be repaid to the bank in question of property. As you look over it, it looks pretty fucking legit and untempered. And you see your fucking father's signature on the very last page of that 86-page trust.
Well, my father was always an asshole, and I'm going to discreetly cast Mirror Image. While I step out of the fucking door.
Okay.
And leave a copy of myself like in there. If
They
I
move
can.
with
It
you and
probably
mimic
won't
your
be very
actions. You
discreet.
can't. Yeah. You just see four of you just I will leave now, as there's four of you like mimicking the tone, and they're just like, Mr. Marquis, the deposit. You cannot. Ponzi, you rolled a nat fucking 20. Darko, Professor, and Shadow Striker, roll me perception checks at advantage due to your patience outside, and let's see if you'll notice Ponzi slipping in and out. A no, a yes, and a maybe.
I probably honestly I probably already had left to go place bombs.
Oh
so I
yeah,
wouldn't have been there.
Actually, it works out that Darko and Professor don't see shit. Not that you guys don't have vision, but it makes sense that you guys were distracted, so that's perfect. Shadow Striker is the only one that notices one person exit the building and enter the building literally after momentarily turning a 360. No one else has entered since Ponzi. Ponzi, you sneak back in and you see four Cerverians. You see so many goblins approach and go, Mr. Marquis, Mr. Marquis, Mr. Marquis, calm down. Everybody, lock down. You hear everything just.
I pull out the thing and say Snickerdoodle.
What does it do exactly?
No, he just told me
you're
the
just calling it out to
password.
them. Oh,
Yeah,
just
so
fire.
I have Potsy start lighting the bombs off.
Okay,
outside.
Hold on. So, okay, you're gonna love this because I didn't give you guys this information yet.
It's just outside the bank or
is
outside
one corner.
So
This is one corner. Do you guys see those shapes? This is one
I
corner.
can't see anything, honestly.
Okay, hold on one second.
Yeah, I don't see.
Hold on. Here's what I'll do. One corner, one corner, one corner, and one corner.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, here, I'm trying to fix the lights to be a bit more. Oh, that one gave it way too much on accident. There's clearly a wall missing there.
Wow, this plane got sent to shit. Like,
yeah,
some serious shit.
Where would you say you put the bombs?
I would have.
You can put multiple locations.
I can't even, dude. Honestly, I can't even see the pictures. I don't even know.
Oh, okay. Here's what I could do.
Yeah, I can't.
So you can't see the lights?
I can't.
Click out of your character. Click out of your character. Just click and drag somewhere other than yourself.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I can't see the.
You zoom all the way out.
Kinda.
You can't see like there's like corner. So
honestly, dude, I don't even know what I'm looking at, dude.
To be fair,
see.
It's kind of tricky. Here's what I'll do.
Yeah, I see the character. I mean, I see our
But even
characters.
without seeing it, you can give like a general idea. You want to put it on the north or the east or the west walls, or do you want to put it elsewhere in the city? Where do you want the bombs in general? It's just a square.
I mean, the idea was to put a couple on the building itself, so they get distracted, and then a couple across from the building, on another established like shop, if you will. To look as if it's like some type of heist of sorts on like valuable areas.
All right. Good idea.
So,
Okay, 1 second. Let me give you a full little.
but it's just the picture itself is really dark, so I can't really
Yeah, hold on.
see.
Let me just kind of. Yeah, I'm trying to give you a visual really quick.
It's okay. It's the same even with you drawing the line because the areas are just darked out even with the line.
Yeah, it's just dark. I can't.
So
No,
I
no,
would
I know.
say
I'm no. I'm
with-
trying to give you
with-
guys a bit more. Hold on. I'm trying to hold on.
Yeah.
Trust.
Oh, for sure.
Let me-
For
in the war room.
shit.
I'm putting a
saying
screenshot, and it
it's a
has a
square
bit more.
building,
Yeah,
and
it
he's
is square, but there's a
outside
bit
it.
more visual
It doesn't
visage
give
in the
him any
picture.
info.
In the picture, sorry. If you were to try to kind of glance through it more of the freebie.
Right, but still, like I'm saying, like if
I
he's
know,
out
yeah,
of
it's-
the building, knowing
Yeah.
what's inside doesn't actually help him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, in retrospect, yeah,
Wall on
that's
the
true.
outside.
True.
Yeah. I don't can't
Doesn't really matter what's inside.
Exactly.
To blow up anyways.
Yeah. All I need it to do is create a distraction big enough, and so I just want
Yeah, I
it to
mean,
explode.
anything will be good. Yeah. So, okay. Give me a. You and Darko with advantage. Both of you, fuck it. Give me a insight check. See what you guys gut says to stick the bumps.
Okay, 1 second.
Darko feels pretty good about where he's going.
Good.
Insight with advantage.
Level
Okay.
fifth?
I'll add a flash of genius to that.
Okay.
Wherever my flash of genius is. So there we go.
Alright.
So it should be 21 on that.
You got.
Just to be certain that I'm putting the bombs in the right place.
I do remember that when we came here, Ponzi was supposed to like have an in with them to talk his way out of the debt. Here we are blowing up the bank.
So between the two of you guys.
Oh, the deal was we were supposed to stake out the place, find this Colby guy.
No. The deal
interrogate the
before that
Colby.
was that Ponzi had a connection in the bank to like talk my way out of fucking debt, and then we had to heist
Forgot
the
about that.
fucking bank.
So you guys have 4 positions in which you have placed bombs. There's one on the top left-hand middle, north middle side, 2 on the right-hand side, 1 in the middle, and one in the middle of the bottom south side, and then 1 in the middle of the actual south, like the bottom, the flat, like the actual base on your guys' side, where you guys currently your tokens are. Yeah, exactly, perfect.
Yeah.
And each of those are considered semi-vital considerations for the structure itself, based off of the structure you can see on the outside, the ventilations, the other, magical entities and things that are functioning as such.
I would
Now-
for sure put it in an area that would do the most damage to the structure and
Absolutely.
potentially create additional like structural fatigue that could bring down the building in different areas.
Absolutely. So with that,
And
I
Sir
will
Varian
state
dies.
that we will go ahead and hold it there as 2 of them are infiltrated inside the bank. You guys are outside. The bombs are placed. They're about to go off. And once they do, depending on the damage rolls for we'll do 2 and 2 for Darko and Professor going into the next session. And depending on the amount of damage you guys do, you may or may not get an opening for you guys to sneak in or go in general. Well, the rest of them are on the outside, and 2 of them are on the inside. You guys, on the inside, Servarian, you are a bit more in a hostile situation because of your decision. Making 4 of you is not the most calm nature of bank negotiations when it comes to owing a debt of 492,000 gold. But
Can we let them pick what shop they put? Like, they each put a bomb in a shop across the street. What type of shop they pick? I'm curious what they would pick. Like a pet shop or a jewelry store or whatever.
what
I don't know, what kind of
terrorism do they
collateral
want?
damage are we about to
Are you
do?
asking them?
What do you pick? What would Professor and Darko pick?
Well, if there was like I don't know, if there was some type of ammunition shop,
Oh, snap.
make more fireworks.
Choose to prove something that's more explosive.
I would want to create as much collateral damage as possible.
Okay, I got that note. We'll get into that. Darko, what do you got?
He picked the orphanage.
Oh God!
I
Of
love it.
course,
Big
of
Bang
course.
and the orphanage.
You know what? The orphanage
Orphans
catches
just stare
fire
at the
because
bang
of the
all
big collateral bang.
I already know the perfect fucked up
Oh man,
opener. So don't even worry.
does he get the souls for that? Because that's
If
just
he's
He
there,
should.
he has to be there. I mean, it'd be a first. Fuck, I don't
That's
know.
beautiful.
He's never gotten any souls, so I mean,
Yeah,
I've
he
been waiting for
has.
this kid.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
he
he
could
got
have
the
got more.
monks.
He's been screwed over and over. He's got a couple, yeah. But
He's basically got one
he,
soul.
I mean, is that the
Very
goal of
powerful.
what it is that leads? Who knows? But here we are. Anyways, it was great having you guys again. It's awesome been having you guys together. It was great to do some core as you guys get further in. This place is huge. Some of you are inside, some of you are outside. Some things may or may not happen. I have a page full of notes, and I will go ahead and drop more details about things that you might have picked up in between based off of just, you guys did a lot of great roles, and there was just a lot of information, obviously, that I was giving to a handful of you guys, and then while you guys were discussing stuff. So I'll go ahead and try to clarify some of that in the Discord so you guys have more information coming in and can expand on your guys' general game plan. Nothing has blown up yet, so the fuses have not gone off. So I will not hold that part to you guys until you decide to go 100% forward with it exploding at that moment upon going in. Otherwise, we do have Cerverian in a pickle. Ponzi is totally undetected, but he is witnessing Cerverian totally fucked, as Cerverian is not the best negotiator of his own debt.
Ponzi's in a good spot. He can do whatever he wants in there.
Otherwise, I hope there was some good development, and you guys are making your way into a very, very, very potential opportunity. So we shall see.
Making our way downtown.
Yeah.
As long as we just don't end up in a fucking dragon portal, I'm good.
That's where we're going.
Good with what we're doing.
I mean, we'll see. You might get a boat. You might end up not with a boat. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
I want a boat with a crew. Sail the seven seas.
That's what I wanted with Henry, and that didn't go well.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, guys, it's always a pleasure. Until next time.
All right, later.
Good night.